Life Radio.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Speak Life Radio right here on GorillaCross.com. Streaming live on the Gorilla Cross app. Download that free in your app store. Go to GorillaCrossRadio.com to download that directly. I'm your host, Quan59, and we have another dope show for you again tonight. Broadcast live from downtown Las Vegas. Got my man Joe Seif back in the building. It's been a minute. How you feeling?
What's up, y'all? I'm doing good. I feel good. Tired, but I'm feeling good. Working a lot. Been anxious to get back on the show, and I'm glad we actually have a show tonight. So what's up, everybody?
So I hit him up yesterday. I said, we are doing the show tomorrow. Can you come through? He said, I thought we canceled it maybe.
That's it. Yeah, man. I was like, yo, we haven't had a show in like forever.
And all I did was cancel the live music reviews because people have been tripping. Don't trip in my DMs anymore because what I'm doing from now on, we'll do reviews. We're not going to do reviews every show, all right? I think we spoiled you guys too much by giving you a platform to play your music all the time, and now you guys aren't appreciating that. So what we're going to start doing is anytime you guys DM any of us to tell us that we're not Christian enough because we gave you a bad review, I'm taking a screenshot. I'm letting you know right now. So if I'm Richard Petty at the time, that's fine because I'm letting you know ahead of time. We will screenshot it, and we will put it all over social media and tag you.
Man.
So don't submit the music if you're not sure about your music. We want to help you get better. If we laugh, listen, we are comedians. We like to have fun, right?
Hey, so look, I said this. I was like, I have been operating up until that point when you made that post that I had been operating under grace. Like I've been like trying to be as, because, you know, Quan always like told bad horror stories about me. Like, oh, Joe Seif is going to let you know. He's going to hurt your feelings. And I was like, no, you know, I'm going to be cool. But if people are tripping, man, like, hey, look, like, if you're a rapper, be nice, but you know what? Obviously, but if you gotta have thick skin, y'all. There's no malice involved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're legitimately saying, hear it from somebody who's gonna give it to you in love to better you, as opposed to hearing it from somebody who's literally just trying to take stabs at you, yo. Because cats out there, they're not gonna care, right?
Exactly. Listen, man, if you guys are watching live, what I need you to do right now is please share the live video stream with your people. I need everyone right now that's watching to push the share button and give us a like, give us a heart, give us whatever, however you feel about the show. If you hate the show, give us that angry face. That's fine. But keep watching no matter what. If you think we're funny, give us that little laugh. You know what I'm saying? Use those emotions that are on there, man. Whatever emotion you're feeling, give it to us. If you love it, give us a heart. But please do that, share with your people, DM some people. You know how Facebook algorithms are these days, man. It's hard to find us sometimes. Everyone goes live, you know. Everyone's on Zoom. People live in their car, on their phone, with the seatbelt on, driving. I don't get that. But listen, man, let Jesus take that wheel for you.
Come on.
But use wisdom and just stay off your phone in the car while you're driving. Especially, I've seen it with kids in the back. And I have typed, you're a bad parent. And I meant it.
Wow. Hey, that's the truth, though, man. Hey, it's gotta hurt. It better hurt, man. Y'all better feel that sting, dude. Especially if you're driving around trying to look at your phone while you're driving and you got kids in the back. Come on, man.
Come on. So how you been, man? It's been a while. I know you're tired, but how's everything else been?
Been doing a lot of work. I literally haven't painted anything in almost 2 months, which it stinks, but I've been doing a lot more moves. I built a studio during the lockdown, during the pandemic. I built a studio in my garage.
Yeah.
And I just finished painting it. I'm trying to revamp it. I'm building like in I didn't put any drywall up, so like where the 2x4 separate, I'm making those shelves, so I'm putting up stuff. I'm getting my table set up to where I can have both of my turntables up now instead of just one, because I used to just use one turntable just to sample on the MPC. So I'm trying to set everything back up. And so I've been doing that in between. My wife, she's dope. I'm going to brag on her. She's started her master's degree program. So I literally haven't been able to see my wife that much, except for small amounts of time before she goes to bed, because we built her office in the house. So it's just been mad busy, but it's fun doing a lot of work at the church. I miss coming here like on Tuesdays and Fridays and touching bases with everybody online. I see all y'all. What's up? Yeah. But what about you, man? Because like you've been mad busy.
Been working, man.
I see you.
I quit doing Lyft. It's hard, man. I'm trying to juggle the sports show with Speak Life. So that's doing 2 different shows at once. And, we got unnamed sports show Mondays, and then sometimes on Thursdays if we have a guest and stuff like that. So juggling that with all my other clients, man, it definitely does get hard. So, but it's been good, man. And it's just dealing, with fasting. And I never talk about when I fast, but this fast kind of like, I was doing really good spiritually when I went into the fast. And then when the fast started, I wasn't doing good. Have you ever, you get beat up, but then you just deal with things like, why am I dealing? Like, I'm good. Like,
that's the fast.
And so that was kind of crazy. And that did set me back with doing some of this. So being honest and transparent.
I got to say, man, I'm really digging all the promos that you were putting out for Unnamed. Dude,
thanks,
like,
man. Yeah.
The colors, the gold,
and that was the thing.
black.
We had to revamp everything. And why I did that, I don't know if you know why. I had to separate Unnamed from Speak Life Radio. Speak Life is red and black. Unnamed was red and black.
Right, yeah.
And so I had to go with like the gold and black. I wanted to make it look different.
VGK?
So people know, exactly. People know that we're 2 totally different, that I have 2 shows. Unnamed is different. Some people are like, is this a Christian show? It's a sports show. I don't know. I'm a Christian.
Christian like sports.
I'm a Christian who likes sports. And everyone on my show, we have some UFC fighters that like to cuss a lot when they get on, even when we say don't cuss. Can't help it sometimes, but but that's why I did that with separating the colors and making it look different, revamping that.
Bro, again, like, just kudos, dude, because like I sent you a text message like, hey man, did you take this shot? Did you manipulate this shot? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, I'm done. Like that you make me want to stop because it looks so good. Like, bro, keep it up, man. Keep doing it. It looks. I love it. It looks dope.
Yeah, appreciate it. And we do have some guests in the building. We're going to get into them right now, too. And I forgot, man, we got sponsors, too. Check out Revive Attire, Revive Collective Apparel. My bad. We haven't done a sponsor ad in a while. ReviveCollectiveApparel.com, 15% off if you do Speak Like Fam 15. Revive is dope, man. Shout out Lamar Riddick, really dope artist. So check them out on Instagram at Revive Collective Apparel. Really dope. Listen, man, I got one of the shirts. I'm not wearing it today, but I'm wearing Legendary Empowerment. Which is another sponsor for Unnamed Sports Show. So I'm wearing sponsors from other shows on this show. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we are here live, broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas. Once again, please share the show. If you guys are watching live, share the link with your people. We are going to be doing music reviews today, and we have other people in here. So we have a whole crew of people that we're going to be, tearing up your dreams.
We're going to be hurting people's feelings
together. So real quick, I want to do something, and we do it all the time, but shout your city. Let us know where you're listening from before we get into our first guest, and we want to shout you out if you're listening from a different country with my man Andrew Russell from Canada. So wherever you're listening from, please let us know. We are trying to juggle all the comments on YouTube and Facebook and everything like that. So
Danny Hand,
hit up the comments. Yeah, Danny Hand. We were just talking about you, Danny.
Yeah,
pass.
All good stuff.
Mostly. No, it was all good. I got my man from Kingdom Muzic Ministries. He does the booking, does a lot of other stuff. Been with them for a long time. Has helped them grow a lot. So we're going to talk about that today. And we're going to address some of the comments we had when I posted up the flyer.
Man,
people are chirping. But I got my man. He's been in Vegas, in and out of Vegas. He's back into Vegas. My man, Jarrod Tennell.
Yes, sir.
Is in the building. Jarrod, what's good, man?
Man, thank you for inviting me. It's been a minute. I'm good, though. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's been a long minute. we've had, you said beef. I'm like, was it really beef? Or we just listen, I don't like, I appear that I don't like people, right? Like I could appear to not like people. But
people
I'm cool.
But here's the thing. People wonder about you. With me, they're just like, dude does not like people.
It's a yes or no. He does or he doesn't.
Like they're like, man.
So but we've headbutted. I don't think it was beef.
Yeah.
Like I did not
never
like
beef.
you.
No,
I think it was just we headbutted it and had different opinions on things, which I think my opinions changed a lot on. You know, I dealt with artists that you kind of saw through some of the artists. And I tend to see the good in a lot of people, right? And not saying you saw through them, but you notice things that they need to work on to continue, walking and living the way they should. And I saw it as let them keep growing, you know. So we kind of butted heads with that. But that happens in ministry. I mean, in the Bible, people butted heads all the time, right?
Man.
Paul and Peter.
Yeah, that 100%.
No, well, I appreciate you bringing me on. And for the viewers and listeners, we just misunderstandings really is what it was. But he was just at an event of ours in Vegas, and he linked up with a sister we know, Brittany Salisbury. But regardless of what you might think about somebody or whatever the case is, I mean, again, like he said, it wasn't beef. It was like just one circumstance, maybe a couple, but over a long over a long period of time, I got mad respect for Quan because, I've been in the Christian quote unquote hip hop circle for a minute now. And, people that are providing platforms, like you just said earlier, kind of jokingly, but still providing platforms for people to come on and get their music heard and critiqued. And like, he's been doing it forever. And, the thing about Quan is, and this is probably one of his best qualities, he really is, it's yes and amen. That's biblical. And he really wants to share his platform with any and everybody, minus you probably threatening him or something, but no, I appreciate you bringing me out. It's a blessing to like I said, put stuff behind us, man. It's all good.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So talk to us, man. Who is Jarrod? I mean, we see you pushing Kingdom Muzic. You're wearing the shirt, you're wearing the chain, the $1.5 million chain.
Oh man, here we
plated,
go.
So, gold plated.
Just tell us about your role in Kingdom Muzic and how you got involved and when you got involved in that.
Man, I definitely, once we get a chance to introduce him, I will. But we've been doing this for about 7 years. So I was blessed. I say best way to explain it is I'm a servant, titles are taxing, man. People take that and run with it. But I've been blessed to serve with a music ministry for 7 years. And, I do help with administration, just in short. And man, me and Quan were talking about it off the air, but I've done some music, right? So I've had my hand in the whole culture, quote unquote, of Christian hip hop and, just different forms of ministering. The main person at Kingdom Muzic, Brian T, he says it, man, music is just a tool. It's just big, just to get people to listen, to look our way, to see something that's, because religious people can tend to push people away from the church, right? So, we've been blessed. It's a movement. It's like an urban Christian movement, but it's really a Holy Spirit one that it reaches everybody too. I think that I've liked that about what we do. It's not just people coming out of prison or, just people coming off the streets. Anybody that wants, just the truth of the message. And like you said, not to bring up specifics about what you brought up, but people do need time, and that just is what it is. And we come with love and truth. And that's in short, man.
and that's the thing. We're living in different times, and I think that's why even my lens in Christian hip hop has changed a lot, because it's like people are hurting out here. So it is way more than just like making dope music,
Right.
And I've watched people get caught up in making dope music, and now you're not really living your Christian lifestyle anymore because the dope music and being in that part of the industry took over. Something I liked, and we've been doing ministry events for a long time, man. I mean, out of a coffee shop back in the day, back in 2002, and even before that, doing youth groups and different things like that in town and out of town. And the thing I noticed is back then you could go to a Christian hip hop show and you felt the spirit, you felt like an altar call, you felt things. And the past 5 or 6 years in Christian hip hop in general, I'm not saying everybody's been like this, but you can go to a show and you just don't feel anything anymore.
It's just a
at
show.
All. And you get some egos, you get artists that are untouchable. It's like, wait, you're supposed to be representing Jesus Christ, and you're not even responding to a fan or you do your show, you jump in the back, nobody sees you, you're unattainable, and you're not really near as big as you think you are. You're
Right.
60,000 Twitter followers are cool, but I can parade you around Vegas and take you to the mall. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh my gosh, it's this guy." It's And
Quan said those words verbatim to me back in the day. You haven't earned your spot.
But what I did like about going to Kingdom Muzic, I think that was the first time I've actually seen Brian T live.
Just last,
and it was April, And what I liked is it had that feel again, where it was doing music and then he would speak in between, and
I seen you raising your hands, man.
You could feel the spirit in there, and you could see people that.
Yeah.
Are you dealing with suicidal thoughts? Are you dealing with depression? Are you like they're going up to the altar? You know what I'm saying? And I had that feeling again of this is what it is. This is the substance that's needed.
Amen.
If you like his music or not, I don't care. I don't care if you're like a huge fan of his music. I like his music way more now than I did back in the day. He raps better.
Right.
So just musically, he's a better musician than he was, but his ministry has stayed the same from when he was rapping on Facebook, holding a baby in his arm. I'm like, who is this guy? Just rapping it, and to where he's at now, making way better music.
Yeah.
But the ministry is there, and that's why when people are jumping in the comments saying this or that about them, it's like I've experienced it firsthand. Like I know it's legit. I know a lot of people that are around Kingdom Muzic or have been involved or have been around that. Yeah. It's a legit ministry, and you can't tell me anything else. Listen, are there humans involved? Of course. So are they going to make mistakes? Are you going to get hurt maybe because they didn't sign your T-shirt? Because that's what it looks like sometimes when people go out. But
look,
with all that being said, it's real legit ministry, and that's what I appreciate, especially in today's day and age. There's hurt and broken people everywhere, and we need that. In our lives, we need that in our music right now, and that's what I appreciate.
You know, go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I'm just agreeing. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's because Brian hasn't changed anything, which is funny, right? Like you're right. I mean, other things have come into play. We've gotten other help and whatever the case, but I think the message is wanting to be received a little more, just because you said it right. We can go back and forth on what we think is doctrinal, right? And unfortunately, I think, depending on how hard you lean on something left or right, that causes more division than anything, right? But at the end of the day, it's about relationships. So people are hurt and broken and lost, and that's just it. And they want relationship. And what Brian speaks from is from the heart. He has a real walk with God. And everyone I think over the years that I believe misunderstood him, still misunderstand us or what we do. They just never knew his real heart. And if people did know that this man is hands down one of the most giving, loving people I've ever met, you wouldn't take some of these messages that might be so convicting and take it personal. And but no,
but sometimes when people take a message personal, it's because it hit them a certain way, right?
It's ministry to them. That's conviction.
And sometimes it's jealousy. Like I've dealt with that. People are gonna hate on you because they wanted to be you, they wanted to do what you're doing. And I mean, I've seen other people try to do what Gorilla Cross is doing, and if you're not called to do something, guess what is going to happen? It's not going to succeed the same way. And you're trying to copy somebody that has been doing years of something, right? You're trying to copy a blessing that God gave somebody and trying to create that blessing for yourself. And it doesn't always work that way. So
look, okay, so I'll just jump in, man, because
jump in. Come on.
When I was I saw the post today on Facebook, right? I was tagged in it, and I was like, cool, and I see like all the comments. And the one thing that stood out to me was there's always going to be somebody that is looking at what you're doing. And I think, and now again, this is me being diplomatic, I think they're like, if I was doing that ministry and I had that type of like influence, this is how I would do it, because I don't see you doing it the way I would do it. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, again, diplomatic, man, I can see where somebody's heart would be, is like, they're trying to say it should be, or I think it would look more ministry if it was done this way. But because you're doing it a way that's different from me, I'm gonna call you out. You know what I'm saying? And we've all been there, all of us. Everybody's been there, and even with the disagreement that you guys had, right?
Right.
But the one thing that stood out, and I will address it here live, that I didn't agree with was, you know, if such and such is doing this, then how come there's X amount of this in the streets? And I'm like, well, that's the same thing as you, as a homeless person saying, well, you have a job, so you make enough money, so why are you not feeding me? You're making more than me.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like where that cherry picking comes in, I feel like, because somebody called it out. They're like, that
Burdell, I think,
that's
TSO.
They were like, that's the enemy.
Yeah.
And like, you should just cut it right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when I read that, I was like, man, I need to know more about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because if it's affecting people like that, I know that the positive,
something's going good.
The negative effect, if it's big, that means the positive. Look, I'm getting goosebumps. The positive effect is always going to be bigger.
Come on.
And so, like, I can just, based off of that, you know, and I hate sounding this way.
I know what you're.
But when you get haters,
yeah.
that means that you're in the right spot. It's like a video game. When it starts getting harder, you're going the right way.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
no,
I mean,
I hear you. I think, you know, and I appreciate you, you know, because you understand it, and you know, for people that aren't reading between the lines, like it is a combo that gets brought up a lot, right? In this case, God bless the brother. I think he just knew one of the brothers. Anyways, that happens, right? Just social network nowadays, you know. There's
everybody knows everybody.
So no social lines. So like, imagine you running up to somebody you don't know
and trying to say the same thing.
It don't happen. But overall, like you said, you know, I see it no different from anything else that just has legs and that grows and that has a reach. You know, I mean, there's just going to be stuff that's backing it. There's just going to be a favor. There's just going to be a lot of stuff that people just don't see, right? And that's cool because at the end of the day, it's biblical in the sense of like, if I look with my spiritual eyes, you see it, right? And if you look with your carnal eyes, you see what you want to see. So unfortunately, you know, when we're led by the flesh like that and our emotions like that, truth doesn't matter no more. You know what I mean? So when truth's out the window, we're just arguing.
That's it.
You know. So
And what does the Bible say about arguing with the foolish man? Like, don't don't do it. Don't feed it. Don't entertain it.
Just turn the other cheek. Amen.
How do you guys deal with that? Because it does happen a lot with Kingdom Muzic. Because when people see you doing stuff and they want that and you know, and a lot of people have gotten hurt because maybe they have reached out to you guys and you know, you using your discernment to work with them or not. How do you guys deal with that directly?
Man, shout out Brian, because hands down in 7+ years, the number one way, and this is biblical, but it's harder to apply it, obviously, right? Because we will have disagreements, and not even just about what we're talking about, just in general, we just might see stuff differently. Shout out to Brian. It's all covered in love every time. And if we're not covering in love, if we're not being intentional, and even, you know, I was just with a group the other day, we have a nonprofit, and, you know, there was the Good Samaritan account in scripture, right? And pretty much what that means is you don't just go 1 mile, go 2 miles with somebody, right? And even in that context, the Samaritan and the person from I think it was Israel, Judah, one of the two, they were like arch enemies. Like, they were culturally brought up to hate each other. So again, shout out to Brian, because he has never wavered off that. He says it doesn't matter what someone says does, no matter how nasty, no matter how much it can hurt. He's covering in love. It's our weapons of righteousness, is love and forgiveness.
Bro, somebody killed his brother. And he forgave them.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
So a new voice. Let's introduce your boy. I don't even know his name. He just stepped in the room.
Come on, yo. Let's do this. So this is my brother, Joey Tarafi. I did 4 years of ministry with this man, meaning we ran a young adults group together. So he was my media guy. He was obviously another pastor. Did worship. He now is also running his own video production company. Director, award-winning small film director.
Okay.
Works currently at Hillsong LV. Go ahead, and then let me tell you this: when this all started, he helped us a lot with Kingdom Muzic, and he did a documentary for Kingdom Muzic. So tell him who you is, Joey.
This is so random, dude, because he was like, "Hey, do you want to go on a show?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, this is awesome.
Let's go."
Local filmmaker, love Jesus. You know, I'm a musician as well. I'm in a Christian metal band as well.
Okay.
Come on.
I go to Hillsong Las Vegas, and it's awesome. It's awesome to be here. Like, Brian was a huge deal for like my walking and stepping into like ministry. And the way that he does it, and he's so intimate with people, you know what I mean? He could like talk to a bunch of people, or he could just like literally just talk to you, and it feels like it's like, oh my gosh, he's like pouring into me, you know what I mean? And the fact that he is caught, like you said, like you paint up like a bullseye on your back when you start working for the Lord. You know, it's like the devil starts throwing you this stuff because it's like, oh man, you're making a difference now.
Yeah,
it's like the screw tape letters. You know, he's like, oh, we got to start working on this guy.
Yes.
Now he's actually working for Jesus, and Brian brings that out in people.
Yeah.
He brings it out in the children. Like my kid loves my 10-year-old. He loves listening to Kingdom Muzic. He gets it from me, and he'll like say the words, you know. And then there's people that are like Frank, who got shot a bunch of times, you know, a guy we worked with in ministry, and he's in his, you know, late 40s, and he, you know, connects to it just like them. So it's amazing.
Now, you said something that's an oxymoron, though. You said you're in a Christian metal band.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not an oxymoron. That's dope.
I'm joking.
Oh, Joe, no. Joe's pushed. He is going out there. He wants to reach the people. That's dope.
That's how I mess with you on that. Yeah,
Man, I feel like we've met before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're like so familiar.
Yeah.
But, you know,
how long you been in Vegas?
Oh man, I grew up here. So since I was 6, and then I
Okay.
went to college and lived in LA for a little bit, and then I've been back since I was 13.
Yeah, man. We'll chat after the show because I know we'll be
he's-
like,
he's-
who do you
he's
know?
a-
Who do you know? What
He's
do
a
you do?
staple out here.
Yeah.
Joey's been serving Peaceway Christian Center still. We work there too, and now he's at Hillsong Heavy. He's always wanted to push forward media too. He's big media. He's not talking about it, but he's won short film awards for Christian projects.
Dude,
That's
that's dope.
We're pushing that. Trying to do gritty Christian films that are like, you know, not cheesy. I feel
Where,
like
where can we
that's-
find that stuff?
YouTube, Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Trophy
coming up with
Entertainment,
some big
YouTube.
stuff actually this next summer.
Give us some links.
Yeah. Sharafi Entertainment at Facebook,
Okay,
or
cool.
YouTube.
All right.
Sharafi is CHARAFI.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Listen, we have a lot of music to review.
Come on.
We're going to be talking about
ready.
that as well. What's Kingdom Muzic doing right now?
Yeah. Brian T just dropped the album, Kingdom Psalms 2.
Okay.
Kingdom Psalms, the original one. This is how funny this is because you think there's this long, drawn out meetings about what are we going to name this album? We're just like, man, this kind of reminds me of Kingdom Psalms. Kingdom Psalms 2.
Hey.
And
The sequel.
the sequel, number
2.0.
2, coming soon. But so, yeah, Kingdom Psalms 2 dropped May 5th. Did really well. Mercy Me and Elevation Worship dropped about a week before, so obviously we didn't, get around them, but it's not about that either. But just meaning it did well. Currently, we have transitioned to a whole new kind of system, like a board system. So shout out Pancho, shout out Diego, shout out Fred, shout out Twan, Monty, Brian. So it's just we're moving into new arenas. So we're doing coffee. 116 is doing coffee as well. We've expanded our apparel. Just stuff like that, just to open up just more of a lane to reach people in different ways. And then going forward, yeah, Diego has his hand in film, so that's actually Joey would probably want to link up with Diego. But yeah, just same, still ministry minded, man. Still anything that we're going forward in, we only wanted to just enhance the message of Christ, and obviously, we can tell what works versus what doesn't. And this is it, no different, man. Trying to think what else.
And just going back to that, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people posting videos of recent shows and events, and you can see it's obvious when things are ministry and when things aren't. You can't really hide the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? The Holy Spirit is moving or the Holy Spirit's not. You can act like it, but you can't act like it in front of people that know what it looks like. You know, and that's what I do respect about the ministry.
Yeah, he just did the lemon pepper freestyle challenge, and
what's that?
So I guess it's challenges every week or two now. That's the viral age we live in. But so this is a bigger one though. I think Drake and Meek Mill and a whole bunch of these other guys did it. His number Brian's focus with it was my pulpits in the streets, right? And the whole concept of the visual. We just released it today too. You could go to YouTube/Kingdom Muzic, music with a Z, and you can see the new visual. But so what you're bringing up is essentially it's an altar call, man, at these events, right? It's church. And Brian, I don't want to if anyone's watching, I don't want you to not go because I'm about to say this, but when people get there, he always says it. He was like, "Oh, you thought I was just gonna do music, huh?" And he'll do literally it depends on the event. If he's spirit led with it, right? He'll do maybe 4 or 5 songs, but some people are thinking two hours plus is gonna be I'll just all music. No, man, he's preaching. He's preaching, and then he at the end of every event, he did it in the Vegas event. He opens the altars up. Just if this is your time, if you really need Jesus, take out any inhibition, take out anything that's holding you back, just come up, right?
Good, man.
Yeah, so the Holy Spirit, like it's cliche to say, because if you've been in ministry, I think like all of us have for a long amount of time, the anointing breaks the yoke, right?
That's it.
So if God's not in it, it's just in layman's terms, if God's not in it, it's not going to do nothing. So what you're saying is, and again, like I said, the difference of him trying to create that atmosphere versus him just, this is how he's always approached music. Now people, I think, are just more open to it because of the pandemic. I think that we're inching towards that finish line. I believe.
See, here's the thing. I hate sounding this way too. You can make anything good. Like you could take anything bad and make it good.
Right.
And I don't want to like downplay God working or ministry. Yeah. But especially right now, post pandemic, or we're coming out of it in June. We're supposed to be opening up 100% in Vegas, whatever.
Yeah. Everywhere.
People are wanting to feel like doesn't matter what it is, and that's why more people are so open to like ministry music, because they're like, just give me something good, positive. And I think that right now is the time for all artists who are seriously serious about, this is a ministry that I feel I need to be doing. Like, now is the time to put your best foot forward and be like, God, what do you want me to say? Not how can I say this dope? Because people just want to hear the good word. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say sell God. What I'm saying is, right now is the time to minister. And then when that first step gets taken, that's when you will be catapulted out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a positive, like, encouragement to everybody watching that's an artist. You know what I'm saying? And like how you're saying your boy, that's the reason why people are so open to it, I think. Yeah. Is because
so many people are so bitter towards church too, like
unfortunately
hip hop. Unfortunately, because a lot of times the church has done that,
mess
right?
Up. Yeah,
true.
And I think things need to change. And I think we saw it in the pandemic. Yeah, the church had to kind of flip up and kind of get back on track, right?
Right.
And I think that was a good thing. And I love that part of the pandemic. Yeah, that some churches had to shut down, and we saw how people were reacting and how pastors were reacting, good and bad.
Right.
So I think through that, people being so drawn to hip hop and being so drawn to music, I think it's an amazing tool to use. Yeah. We've been involved in it forever, and we've had good and bad times doing it. Yeah. But I think ultimately people are so drawn to that if you could reach them through that, that's a beautiful thing. And it's something that is changing lives. Like, can hip hop change lives? Yes, it can. And we've seen it a million times.
1,000%.
I think something also with the pandemic, if I may, is that it's also opened up church to a whole new group of people that might have not, like you said, been open to it. So now they're like, the pending doom is happening. They don't know what's going to happen outside. But then like people like Hillsong have had, and other churches, tons of other churches have gone online and really, focused on their online ministry. And it's reached now a whole new demographic.
Yes.
And I was going to say about the thing that Brian brings to the table, the like real ministry that you're looking for in these artists, is that when you see crack bags or cigarettes or just different vices up at the end of the altar, and you see these pictures, it's a huge impact for people. And I know if it's impacting me, it's got to be touching people's hearts of you're walking up into a concert and you just dropped your bag of weed at the front of the altar because this guy moved you, because the Spirit moved you.
At one event, it was a lot of weed. At one event, it was like, no lie, this ain't my BC coming out. It was like a quarter pound. Like, no joke. But no, what you said too, it came to mind. That's a great point too, Joey. But one thing that came to mind was, it's not even, so God corrected me. I think the one thing that me and Quan had misunderstanding, not even really like, you're wrong, you're right. God corrected me and really put it on my heart. If you don't talk on anything unless you're praying for him, right? And then even furthermore, that message went even mature to, okay, you have to focus on what you're doing, right? You can't focus on anything else. So as opposed to the creation process in music now, it's funny how you said it, right? Like, okay, now I want to be more intentional with the message in my music. I don't even feel like it's happening that way. I feel like we're in such a time where God is calling back his sons and his daughters, and he's doing all this. He's creating an atmosphere for us to really stand up as the church. People are gonna, I think God's working it out on some of these other people, right? So if you hear a message change, there's a person that's prominent in Christian hip hop that I won't even say the name, and we just had a conversation not too long ago, And I'm telling you, it's a God thing, shifting the perspective, right? So it's not even like, well, I need to rap more like Brian T now. I gotta be it's worship rap. No, it's just what God's putting on the heart, and that's what worship is, and it's expression of where your heart's at. So, yeah.
And yeah, don't emulate anybody. You don't have to do what they're doing to receive the same, experience and blessing and stuff like that. So, you also have another ministry that you're involved in right now. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So me and my wife, God bless my wife. I love you, miss you, baby.
And how long you been married?
Shout out, Jamie.
Yeah, about 2.5, going on 3 years.
Okay.
All right.
Still a little fresh.
Youngster.
In it.
All right. That's cool. That's cool.
Still a little fresh. But so God has blessed me in so many ways. Marriage has opened my eyes to so many different things that I don't think I would have seen as a single guy.
Oh no.
But on top of that, you see that there's just these God assignments, right? And I've always heard about nonprofits. I've always heard about what they do and what they're made for and whatever the case. Never in a million years did I think I'd ever be a part of the creation of a nonprofit, right? So long story short, my wife has an extensive background in business, extensive background in local commerce, and she was on 2 chambers of commerce in LA and Orange County. And she's an advocate for small business owners, a woman minority business owners,
Works for SpaceX.
Was one of the first suppliers to Elon Musk before he just got all that money.
Wow.
So long story short, she always had a heart to want to teach, right? So this was BC, so she didn't really have an understanding of God, but she always felt like, I want to go teach. I want to go give back, because she's from the Philippines. She's from a third world country, right? So she's been here since she was 9, but there's always that heart, that's her passion. Sure enough, we were at our home church, which we still consider our home church in Anaheim, California, The Rock, and we just got this revelation, this big crazy thing. We went to the church. We're like, this is amazing. Let's do it. We got put on the shelf for a while, like God does.
Yep.
We had to wait a year. And long story short, we went on a tour, and we just presented who we are. And so now I'm happy to say, a year plus later, we help run Project Do-Over, which is a 3-month-long discipleship program, career building, job skill training program. And so it's a 3-month course, man. We get them in. We disciple them. We help them find what their God-given talents are, right? Because that we stand on that the verse in Romans 29:11, for the gifts and calling of God are irrevocable. That because people, I think that's the problem too. Before, you see a lot in the pandemic, people were just going with the motions, right? In Project Do-Over, we want people to find out what are you created for? What are you good at? You've said it multiple times in this interview. You can't be great at something that you're not really built to do and be great at, right?
Say that again.
Come on,
man. People need to hear that.
For real.
So it's just purpose. So we're blessed. We've been doing it for a year plus now. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Wow.
That's dope. Do you guys actually house anybody, like all the applicants and everything, or?
We actually thought about that. So no, we're remote.
Okay.
So we go to churches in different areas, and then we also take online signees. So that was something that we felt the Lord let us be mobile. So where like if someone really needs it, we can attach ourselves to them, and we can help them in any way that they need. Yeah,
that's really dope, man.
ProjectDoOver.org today. Sign up, inquire. Yeah.
So how often do you do it? Because you're saying it's 3 months. So there's like open enrollment every?
We're currently in a small break. We did it for a year straight, maybe with like a couple months break. But it's quarterly. So so every year, but we only do 3 quarters every year.
Okay.
So we just graduated a class from Anaheim, California.
Okay.
And that's the cool thing that we incorporated with Kingdom Muzic. Brian comes out at the graduations, and we celebrate. We celebrate them, and it's been good. It's everything. You're at the Dream Center Church, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I helped start the first David Wilkerson Teen Challenge out here in Nevada, right?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
We've been partnering with Victory Outreaches, Victory Temples, the whole 9. We felt we didn't want to go that route specifically of long-term housing discipleship.
Right.
Because in this case, we felt the cool part about what this does, because that works for people that really need that. This is just something that can help people get
jumpstart
moving, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have the maintenance program for a year after. So we stay with them, we give them goals, and we stay with them for a year, and we keep it in prayer, in God's hands, and then we just continue to help them grow in whatever they feel called to. Yeah,
that's dope, dude. I really like that. I like the heart behind that, man, because there's I feel like there's a certain demographic. I mean, every church geographically, everybody's the church, you know, like everybody who is God's and follows, you know, God, like we're all the church.
Right.
But the thing that I trip on a lot is because I live way up north.
Yeah.
And I used to go to a church that was basically in Summerlin.
Okay.
And then I am part of Dream Center. My brother goes to Victory Outreach.
Yep.
And
you out here. Yeah.
so like I see like the demographic of people so different in the ministries at each location is so specific, and that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And I like the model's already there, like, and it's been working because it's God. So man, like,
I'm
keep
blessed.
doing it. Blessings, man. Like keep doing it, dude.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
We're blessed, man. Like I said, shout out my wife, because I wouldn't put that time and effort into it that she's pushed us to get to. So.
Now, how does anyone get involved that just wants to help out and be a part of helping you guys grow this?
Yeah, go to just email projectdoover.info@gmail. So it spells out how it sounds, and then just inquire, and we definitely matter of fact, we were talking about it off air too. We need help. The body needs help. Me and Joey know that. We've been at those lowly positions in churches
where you play multiple positions.
Yeah, and you're underpaid and but I'm playing.
Or not paid,
or at all, free
paid. Yeah. Treasures in heaven.
Yeah, free
treasures in heaven.
It's called volunteering. It's called volunteering.
But so we're actually, I like that you asked that, because we are looking for some help. So projectdoover.info@gmail.com. Shoot us a matter of fact too, just go to the website projectdoover.org, and you can get a hold of us. Yeah.
Dope. Dope. Do that if you guys are interested. Definitely do that. And if you're not interested in helping out, pray for them. Pray for these ministries that come through and that are going out there to really put themselves out there to do something that's different, do something that's needed. These ministries need prayers all the time, donations, whatever you need to give.
Amen.
Whatever you can give, you know, if all you can give is prayer and support that way,
that'd be enough.
Please do that, because prayer is powerful. We push that a lot on this show. Prayer is definitely powerful.
Amen.
Don't let people tell you otherwise. I know a lot of times things happen like, oh, we'll be praying and I need more than prayer. And, no, we need prayer. Prayer is sometimes enough. And definitely put action towards it if you can, but definitely pray.
Amen.
And believe when you pray. Believe when you pray.
Let's go.
Listen, man, we have a lot of music to review tonight as well. So we're going to get on that. We're going to do that. Once again, do not get your feelings hurt. We're going to have fun. If something makes us laugh, we're going to laugh. We're not going to hold back. We want to help you grow musically. We want to help you get better. And if your music, if we think you need another calling, like, get involved in Project Do Over.
Hey, we'll take you on.
There's the plug right there.
We will take you on,
son.
I promise.
We need interns at the studio too, so whatever you need to do, go ahead and do that. I'm your host, Quan5 Now. Got my man Joe Sife in the building. We got Jarrod. I don't know why you don't have a name tag over here, but he has a name tag over here, so we'll fix that.
What up?
And then
Joey,
you don't have a name tag.
Joey C.
Sorry,
Joey Sharafi.
He came in late.
It's all good. I'm glad to be here.
The man.
Are you cool with reviewing music with us?
Sure, absolutely. This sounds fun.
He's a musician. Yeah.
And listen, we do music and videos, so
really?
You'll be able to critique the videos and tell them how bad their shooting is.
Oh man,
this is
the lighting tonight.
Man,
dude.
This is awesome.
Yeah, so we are gonna have fun. Listen, if you guys submitted music, there, I know it's on 2 different links, so we're gonna be getting in there and going in. It's $10 Tuesday, folks. We haven't been giving away money in a while, but we're going to give $10 to the best song or video tonight. So at the end of the show, we're going to vote. We're going to get into as many songs as we can in the next hour. So one more thing, man. If you guys jump in my DMs telling me how bad I am because I gave you a bad review, I'm doing this during a Laker playoff game.
I know.
You care.
I don't think you understand how big that is that didn't cancel the show for a Laker playoff game.
Right.
They're up right now 79-75
Looking good.
now. They just Phoenix hit a 3. But anyways,
Brian said, "What's up, Quan?"
What up? This Thursday in 2 days, I'm gonna plug my other show if I can find the ad. My man Jahidi White, former NBA player for Washington Wizards, Georgetown Hoyas. He played for about 4 NBA teams. He played with Kwame Brown for about 3 years. If you guys haven't seen Kwame Brown going crazy on social media,
he's milking it.
He's going crazy. Not crazy. He's expressing his feelings, and I give him props for
He's a
doing
little
that.
mad. He makes some sense sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. A lot of times he's been making sense. So, we're going to talk to Jahidi White about that a little bit, and just him playing with Michael Jordan in Washington when Jordan was playing with the Wizards and all that. This Thursday, 1 p.m. West Coast time, right here on Gorilla Cross Radio, whatever channel you're watching right now. That's the channel we're going to be on. So make sure you guys check that out. Subscribe to Gorilla Cross on YouTube and all those other places you follow us at. So listen, man, we have a lot of music to review. I'm going to pull it up right now so you guys can talk amongst yourselves. And why
Let's
do that?
go, man.
I think it's funny that Danny was like, it's roast time. I think
Dang.
here's the thing. I feel like most people that watch the show after that post that you posted a couple weeks back, I think now they're ready and they're expecting more harsh reviews from us. And I think it's no longer going to be a really, really nice thing.
Was it nice before?
It's not necessarily nice, but so if we didn't like something, we would say, you need to work on this, you need to work on this.
Mm-hmm.
But artists would be like, man, you basically said I need to work on the entire song. Like, you guys are mean. Yeah, I mean?
Yeah.
Like, basically like that. Not in those words, but that's the gist,
But you want to critique though, right? Isn't that the thing? That's the duality of the thing.
He gets it.
The problem we've had is a lot of people.
Was that
No,
easy.
trust me, dude. People have told me my movies suck.
A lot of people just want us to play their song. That's really what it is. And when we give them a bad review, after that, it's
got to be ready.
They're mad.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I mean,
so,
it's a good review. I mean, even if it's bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Something you're learning something from it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how it should be, right?
I think so.
All right. Keisha says she has to go to bed, and since she is actually one of our people that we like a lot,
Word.
I'm gonna
Shout
skip
out.
the line. Next time, cash at me if you want to skip the line.
No cutsies. No
There you go,
cutsies.
little tip.
But we are going to play her song first because Keisha has to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? But Keisha, if you win the $10, if your video is dope, you know what I'm saying? You got to wake back up and give me your cash app, which I already have it because you won before. But we're going to get into the first song. It's called Winner by Keisha right here. Speak Life Radio, live music and video review. Oh, there we go. Haven't done it in a while. And we keep the mics on live, so
Dang. Woo.
we might talk over your music and videos.
Lost 5 times in a row. I don't ever lose. What do you mean
You did
never
send me a
lose?
free hoodie, and I promoted it on the show, so it wasn't free.
All right. I charge you a day of non-stop competition.
A day of nonstop competition.
All right, so they got a story. They're starting with a story. I like it.
They went old school with the battleship. Okay. Like the beat.
That's so crazy. I've been on the move, I'm winning.
Cool location.
I've been sitting well, I'm living.
Director's eye.
I've been on the come up, I've been raking in the blessings, and it ain't about a bag or a penny. Cause I'd have been rich without a penny. And I'd have been broke with bills aplenty. I fall up on my face, I praise him for the grace. I don't deserve a place, yet he did it. Cause I've been on a mission, tunnel vision. I've been living free, I'm forgiven. And I don't really care if they get it, I'ma get it. If they try to shoot me down, I won't let them. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I don't ever take an L. I don't ever take an L. I don't ever take an L.
She's dope.
I don't
dude.
She's
ever
dope,
take
man.
an
This is sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
job.
yeah. I've been on the grind trying to get it. I've been doing fine, I admit it. I've been on the come up, I've been raking in the graces, and it ain't about some cloud or some fizzle. Cause I done been rich without a nickel. And I've been very rich with very little. I praise his holy name, I ain't in it for the fame. I won't ever be the same cause he did it. Cause I've been on a mission, tunnel vision. I've been living free, I'm forgiven. And I don't really care if they get it, I'ma get it. If they try to shoot me down, I won't let them. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I don't ever take an L. Cause even when I lose, I gain it all. Catching dubs like I did when I used to ball. I've been good, living better, stacking trophies, stacking treasures. Make it rain like cloudy weather for the kingdom, not for pleasures. Move me more, show me less. Unimpressed with all the flex. Flashing jewels, don't leave me pressed. Cause I had more when I had less. Keep it humble, but don't lose your self-worth. Invest your check in self-respect and then get right back to work. It's been a minute since I cooked it, since I looped it, since I nuked it. I don't ever dumb it down. Yeah, I promised to go stupid. I didn't wanna do it, but I did it cause I had to. When they ask me why I do it, I just point them all to Matthew. I just get down on my knees and then I worship, that's my mood. Then I sit down at his table and I dine cause that's my food. Cause what's the point of dollars if it's never making change? And what's the point of changing if you never praise his name? Cause I've been on a mission, ton of vision. I've been living free, I'm forgiving. And I don't really care if they get it, I'ma get it. If they try to shoot me down, I won't let them. Cause even when I lose,
I'm winning. Hey,
He's got him singing. It's catchy.
I like that.
Oh, she's
hard.
dope, dude.
I don't ever take it now. 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 Yeah, yeah. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I'm winning. Cause even when I lose, I don't ever take it now.
All right, that is Keisha with Winner right here, Speak Life Radio Live music and video review. I'm gonna start with Joey first, man.
How you feeling that, man?
Hey,
How you feeling it?
I like it, man. I got the Holy Spirit goosebumps from it, so I like the message behind it. I'm trying to see what the motif was for the filming. So it was like a home video of a couple and just having a good time. And then you had her in the underground train or with the trains in the back. So a couple locations.
Yeah.
I thought the train location was super fuego.
Yeah.
And the at-home footage could have probably been lit maybe a little bit more dynamically, just to make it feel more like a music video.
And being a videographer, how was like the lighting, the camera, the angles, all that stuff?
Yeah, the cutting was pretty good.
It was precise,
and
yeah.
then again under the location where the trains were, it was like very it was very cinematic. It was moving very well. Camera angles were very dynamic. And then it looks like they had some sort of story motif where they were trying to show.
And she's in the chat right now. She said that was her little brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It's not
there
a
you go.
couple.
Not a couple.
Correction.
A couple of people.
A couple of people.
That's what he meant.
A couple of people.
Said, a couple of people.
And we rate them 1 through 5. So what would you rate the song? The whole thing.
Songs solid, like 8.5 for sure.
1 through 5.
Oh, sorry.
He
Yeah,
gave you
4.5.
8.5.
He gave you
Yeah, 4.5.
Killed it.
plus stuff.
Yeah, above it.
I love it.
4.5, and the video probably like 3.
Okay, so altogether it's about probably a 4, 3.5, 4.
Yeah, but that's
Okay, cool.
that's solid.
All right.
I'm looking at the comments.
I liked it. Liked it a lot.
What's that? Check
Um,
y'all out, man.
Jose's just going in.
Hey,
Jose, what's
Rating,
wrong,
they're
Jose?
putting their own ratings.
No,
He didn't like it.
definitely put your rating in there if you want to. Jose didn't like it. He gave it a 1. Wow,
Jose, why didn't you like it? Jose, be nice.
Jose, can you see?
Wow. Come on.
That's an and 1. My bad. I'm watching the game too. Listen,
84,
I
83,
actually
it's
like it.
close.
I like that song a lot. I've heard it on the album, so it's definitely one of those really catchy songs. Even if I lose, I'm winning. Like that's actually a really deep meaning. So if you don't like that, then I don't
Something
know.
wrong with
You
you.
don't really get it, and you're losing and losing.
Yeah, it's a good
You're not
mantra.
winning.
Double loss.
I didn't like. She was doing the same dance all the time in the cuts, and that bothered me because you only got one move. Maybe you're trying to do your Carlton and to like that's the Keisha move, but that's one thing I would have changed up in it. And then some of the cuts, it's like it kind of kept going back to the same thing over and over again. I don't like when I know you got like 5 different scenes you're just cutting up in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and you're just kind of going back and forth. So I would have been a little more creative with that. And then the story at the beginning didn't really make a lot of sense to what was actually going on in the video after that. It's like you had a little, did it?
It did.
Maybe
So-
I just didn't
Yeah.
notice it.
It did.
Maybe I lost and I'm not winning. But I will give it overall, because I do like the song a lot. The video was definitely cool and creative. I will give that song a 3.9.
Huh. So I when I saw the video, because I saw this video a couple weeks back, and the thing, so in the beginning, and this is how I gave her my own critique on Facebook, and I'll say it again. So there was a story that was being told like cinematically. And so in the beginning, like they're both playing a video game and like they're basically trash talking, right? And so the whole video in between is them doing different things like, oh, who's going to win at Battleship?
Competing.
Who's going to win at eating this? Who's
Right,
going to win
right,
at, staring contest, go-karts and all that stuff. So there was a story. Film-wise, like for the visuals, I was like, because I already told Keisha this, there was a story there. So I would have liked to have seen more of like a cinematic, like a color grade on it, or like do some LUTs, do something to make the cinematic part, because you're actually telling a story visually, like a movie. So like put those in there, crop it, put it in like a 16:9, like make us see that you're actually filming something. And then with the music and the song, like the singing and the word saying, like altogether I give it a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And I really love the fact that, so she's learning this as she goes. So she just picked up a camera and was like, and she's just all of it. She's actually just doing it. She's learning.
She says she did it in one day.
Yeah,
she's doing great.
All of her work is like progressive. Like everything just keeps getting better and better, and she's stepping out. Yeah, so
you better watch out, man.
4 or 5.
She's coming for you, man, Brian.
No, man. Look, the only critique, I guess, because I always measure it in this way. What is there any type of budget? 1, 2, how well known are you? And I think for her being an independent artist and her shooting her own videos, editing her own videos, man, I judge her from that standard. And the only thing I would say is the video ran a little long, so the song ran a little long. I think you went through four hooks, which is a tad long for a song. But other than that, love the song, love that you switched it up with the rap, right?
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah,
she showed that I'm multi faceted in her music, and song 4 out of 5, video 3.7, because they did
just critique everything as 1.
Room to improve.
as 1. Oh, okay, so about 4 out of 5.
Okay,
that's not bad. Those are good numbers.
There you go.
Well, she smashes all the time.
Keep going. You're awesome.
And listen, God forgives, right? Do we all agree God forgives?
Yeah.
Come on.
Because the score's tight.
Yeah.
If I slip up and say some words I shouldn't say as a Christian, please forgive me. Because we don't even have the volume on, so we just see what's going on. We don't get to hear it.
Yeah.
And
these sons, man, they're just
Dude, Quan is starting to turn red. Like his face is turning red.
well,
I like how he positioned the TV right in front of him, so he can't even tell. He's watching.
Exactly. I'm acting like I'm looking at you guys, but really I'm
Like
Anybody got any money on this
65
game?
inch.
No.
No.
I mean,
We don't do that.
So, okay. So what happened was there was a Phoenix Suns fan that was talking mad mess on Sunday, right? And he was kind of talking mad mess all season. Phoenix is going to win it all. I'm like, all right, bro. You guys haven't been in the playoffs since 2010.
Patrick.
And the last time you were in the playoffs, you lost to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. So I told him after game 1, Phoenix is up 1-0, right? You only have to win 3 more games. I will bet you $300 Lakers win this series. He wouldn't go for it
because he knows.
He said God doesn't like betting.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a go-to.
That's a translation. I know that's not going to happen.
But I think he has Bitcoin.
Uh-oh.
Is that betting?
Dogecoin?
Wow.
Form of
Dogecoin.
gambling,
Oh,
right?
man. Dogecoin is terrible right now. It's like 33 cents right now.
I don't have any coin. I mean, I don't have any coins at all in general.
Point is, he knows that ain't going to happen.
Exactly. Facts. All right, let's get to the next one. Is Vinny Vincier with Can't Get Up.
Vinny.
Ooh. Right here, Speak Life Radio.
To die is to live without Christ, but to live is to deny yourself of your whole existence. So I choose salvation over everything. There's only one option, one path that leads to freedom.
I like how he
Can't
started.
serve 2 masters.
He's going in hard. You know what he's about.
That's the time.
Your ex, you'll always be remembered. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall, we can't get up.
That's dope.
Hey, yo,
That's a
we
cool
slip,
intro.
we fall, we can't
You want to
get
bump
up.
this
Hey, yo,
in the
we
car.
slip, we fall, we
Shout
got
out to
get up.
DMX,
Get
man.
back on our knees, start praying it up. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall, we can't get up.
Definitely
Hey, yo,
need to
we
turn that up, though,
slip,
the
we
vocals.
can't get
Yeah, that low end is real high.
There you go, Gasol.
Get back on our knees, start praying it up. I've been through mad different phases, stages along the way. I found the purpose for my life, I saw another day. I got a couple close homies about to fade away. Used to be the only time I prayed is when I said my grace. Decisions that you make potentially lead you captive. Satan had me hostage, my soul was up for ransom. I was stuck on these streets, no one really could detach me. Money was the object, deep fatal attraction. All about the latest fashion and brands made it a habit. Sin is addictive, it's hard kicking these habits. Even if you do surrender to Christ, there's an assassin that plots on you every day. Devilish tactics, why you slacking? Where's your passion? 39 lashes, just about the mind that Jesus received, weeping and gnashing. I just pray for our souls to be rooted and standing, abiding in our King, serving our Master. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall it, we can't get up. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall it, we can't get up. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall it, we got to get up. Get back on our knees, start praying it up. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall it, we can't get up. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall it, we can't get up. Hey, yo, we slip, we fall it, we got to get up. Get back on our knees, start praying it up. I see the worst, these Christians' hearts become colder, pastors become posers, losing all my composure. If Christ is not the focus and tithing is all you offering, you playing foul with the falling. You see the sheep, they'll follow you and lead them right till they slaughter these wolves.
All right, that is Vinny Vincere with Can't Get Up.
Vinny.
To the man DMX,
Shout out.
man, the late
Yeah.
DMX. Rest in peace, X. Hope you're in the right place.
Yeah, amen.
My first critique, obviously, I said it on air. The vocals need to go way up. The beat sounded really good, but the vocals, especially in the hook, were way too low. And for me as a listener and as an engineer, because I do this for a living, folks, you can't give me an unmixed track like that. I mean, and it sounded mixed, like the EQs were right. It's just the volume level of his vocals were not up at all, and I didn't like that because I wanted to enjoy the song a lot more. And I know it sounded like it was a good song, but I had to struggle too much trying to listen to the lyrics under the beat. The lyrics should always be right above the beat. Don't put those under the beat at all. I would rather have lyrics be a little too loud than not loud enough on the song. So as a whole, the song was cool. You had the DMX hook in there. You had some of his lines to open it up. So I thought it was a really good, solid song. The mix definitely has to be better. So for that, I will give it a 3.0. Joe Syfe.
Yeah, so my thing is the same, like the mix. Like you said, you thought the EQ sounded pretty good, but man, those hats were really piercing.
Oh, yeah.
The low end was really drowning. And I'm not sure, like this isn't a diss, but you were slurring and mumbling your words a little bit. So I'm not sure if you're engineering yourself or if you have somebody else who's doing it. You've heard us say it many times. If you're starting to slip on your take, don't be afraid to punch. And if your engineer is not stopping you in the middle of your verse because he wants you to run it back, or they want you to run it back because you're slurring and mumbling, get a new engineer. Just that alone. I mean, I like the DMX factor, so I'm the same way. I'm going to give it a 3.
Dope. Jarrod.
Yeah, you know, when you do covers, essentially that was a form of a cover.
That was.
You gotta own it, right? And the only thing, I definitely have a secondary knowledge of equalizing and all that with the mixing mastering, but definitely it sounded a little muffled. The bass kind of was it. So Quan's saying it was the actual him speaking, but yeah, definitely that's the thing I noticed off the key, that the bass was kind of drowning out the song a little bit. The only thing I would say is I was waiting for him to turn it into his song.
Yeah. Because
he kind of kept going with that DMX slipping cadence. But you finally did. And when you did find your own rhythm and you started to, kind of use your own bars, you did good, man. I think take these brothers' advice. One thing that I've known doing, 7 years of music, you can't short on the quality of the audio. Trust me, like that's just not where you lack. Like you could always grow as an artist. Yeah. As far as the creative side of things and the lyrics and all that. It's hard to get around when your music is lacking in certain areas. But yeah, man, that was it. I think you went a little longer than I would have liked with the DMX cover, but you did make it your own eventually, and I think you held your own lyrically. I would give it a 3.5.
All
right, there you go. Yeah. Joey, what you got?
Yeah, I like his flow. It was a little mumbly, like you said. I don't know if that was his style though. So I don't know if that was his,
and he does kind of rap like that. Like everything, it's very He almost sounds like Timberland and Magoo. He sounds like Magoo with that voice, but it is a little like you need to articulate a little more, you know?
Yeah. Which there's a lot of Latino friends, shout out, that have that sort of cadence too when they do their music. So I love it. I don't know if he is, but I liked his style. The music engineering, like you said, you guys all hit it on the dot. A lot of bass, and you couldn't really. His voice was really drowned out.
Yeah.
But so I would say I would give it 3.5.
There you go, 3.5.
3.5, man.
Come on.
I like the message behind it.
Yeah, you did good, man. Improve where you can.
Yeah.
What can you do?
All right, this next one is called. The artist is God's Child. God's Child. The song. What's the song called? WWW. All right. There we go. Right here. Speak Life Radio. And with the music, we'll play most of the full video, and then with the music, we'll play like a minute and a half because we do have a lot.
It's really like the Wild Wild West out here.
Oh.
Wild Wild West. That's what WW.
It's really like the Wild Wild West out here. Step out the house, you need a vest out here. Blocker, do. Bullets ricochet and whip past you. It's really like the Wild Wild West. With drama crawls, swore to serve and protect. But he's shaking in his boots, even the youth is a threat. And he gon' shoot until there's no guns left. Guns in holster, but the safety off. Proceed with caution, cause they ready for the facing off. Draw a line in the sand and get to stepping. But them ain't ordinary men behind them weapons. They like to talk so tough, they muscled up, won't knuckle up for nothing. Used to knuck it, but oboes and club, throw hands up, get the thumping. Now these youngins who been pumped up by this music about thugging, trigger happy, ain't saying nothing, no, they just get the dumping. Blocker, do. Bullets ricochet and whip past you. You hit the ground and check for blood, yeah, you made it through. Before adults lost their life, plus a baby that was two. So sad, that's really all we see in the news. How many innocent lives are we really gonna lose? How many prisons are filling with all this blind youth? They've been brainwashed by the tube and the tunes been lied to. Blocker, do. Every rapper got a strap in every video they shoot. Blocker, do.
Beautiful.
It's the ad-libs for every single song they do. And these rappers dying over nothing but money, jewelry, and shoes. People argue over nothing better to do. People hating over nothing, I ain't better than you. When I ain't focused on no colors or no drama, my dude. Can't we all just get along like Rodney in 92? Stop the violence, stop the hating, all that messy ish we do. Don't worry about a thing, this my message to you. Like Bobby and the Wailers and that reggae crew, I'm screaming peace, love, and happiness. And just a little bitty break from all the bad we get. How many toes tagged in bags is it? How many bodies we gon' bury before we fact check it? It's really like the Wild Wild West out here. Step out the house, you need a vest out here. Blocker. Bullets ricochet and whip past you.
All right. I will start with Joey.
That was dope.
You're paying attention.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of the LA game in the back. No, it was actually cool. It was, I don't know. Can I be honest? The audio quality was a little bit dingy on like the bass. I don't know. It didn't seem like real full or something. Yeah. And his voice was a little bit, it seemed like it was at home, maybe an at-home studio or something. But I like his flow. I like the song as a whole. Maybe it just higher audio quality. Maybe that would have been it. Right. So I would say like 3.7. Okay. 3.74, yeah.
I thought the same thing. I felt like the vocals could have been mixed. The whole song could have been mixed a lot better. And the beat was cool, but then when his vocals kicked in, I felt like I heard the whole mix of everything just being off a little bit. And then AD had a really good block. And then, LeBron hit a fadeaway.
Yeah, he did hit that clean.
Yeah, that was nice. So I didn't hear the whole song, and I apologize for that. But I told you it's a Laker game. But it was a cool concept to the song. He definitely had some dope lyrics, too. The hook was cool. I wanted to hear a little more. I don't know what it was about the hook. I wanted to hear more going with that because I felt like it was the hook and then the verses sounded the same. So maybe something else going behind what you're doing on the hook would have propelled that up a little more for me. But I like the whole little country vibe and stuff like that. But I'll give it a 2.8. Josiah.
So here's the thing. I really liked the idea, like, you know how it's like, it's really like the Wild Wild West out here, like where everybody's just, if you make me upset, I'm like, it's you know, it's pistols at dawn, like meet me at high noon type of thing.
Isn't that crazy?
And the thing that really caught me was how he was talking about like how the prison system is basically just warehousing the youth, and the music is influencing it because people are getting gassed up thinking that they are as hard as what the music that they listen to. You know what I'm saying? And that's real, you know? So I really like the message. The message is dope.
Yes.
I personally, I liked how that blocka doot doot doot, how when he just brought that back in, that's how you knew it was the hook, because I'm the same way. Like my rhyme patterns will stay the same and then the hook will stay the same. You know what I'm saying? So I liked it. And I really like B Parker even said it in the thing, you know, in the comments, the sample was dope. So I'm gonna give the track a 4.
Okay.
Because I really liked the message and I liked the way he rode. Like he rode so like there was like a drawl, you know, like a slow drawl,
Smooth,
and it added the motif of the song. So yeah, you get a 4 from me, man.
Yeah, B Parker even said change up the rhyme cadence. It would have made the song more interesting. And I think a lot of artists need to do that. They get comfortable with doing something on every verse, and when you flip things up, it just brings new life to that song. If you flip it up the right way, sometimes people will take it a whole other direction and kind of ruins the song. But Jarrod.
Yeah, I liked it. I did. I too also, man, forgive me, I was looking at this game, but
listen, it's almost over, folks.
No, I can multitask.
LA1.
You know, in music, you got to do something that sets you apart. You know, I think if you really are called to do this and do it in a way where it's your purpose and you know, there's an anointing, there's an impact made. You do got to be different, man. And I heard that, you know, you choosing to rap about what you rapped about first and foremost is dope, because you don't hear that grittier rap style saying, like, you know, talking about the reality of how bad the streets are.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got secondary knowledge of mixing and mastering, but yeah, your stacks were off, and I don't know if you wanted it like that, because sometimes when they do ad libs, like sometimes they do that purposely.
It's a stagger, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that was what you're trying to do. I'll let the other brothers hit you with the critique on the audio. It definitely can use a little work, and you know, for anybody out there, you know, invest in it. It might be a couple $100 more for a really clean mix master, but it's worth it.
It's worth it.
But I think if you keep with it, and that's consistency, right? Like with music, you know where a lot of people fall off and why the quality is always low is because they're looking always for a way to get out. You know, if things don't go their way, well, if this don't go nowhere in a year, I'm gone. If you commit to this, stick to this, I think you have a lot of potential. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I agree.
Yeah, so I'd say 3.3.
But keep working.
Yeah, get better.
Yeah.
Where you can. Amen.
Yep.
Get good.
All right, the next song we got is BRM. The song is called Old Dude, Big Drip, right here.
I like
SpeakLife
the
Radio.
name.
Let's go.
Yeah, that ain't my thing. Here we go, huh? Yeah, old dude got the big drip. Young dude wondering like how we get it, I don't know. Oh, God hit you with the flow. God, give me just a minute, y'all got a lot of more. Old dude with the bars, yeah, I spit a lot. Feeling like my guy called, clean me up, got a mind. Came in like Bounty, fill me up like he a fountain. Now we moving mountains, people out here out there. They talking but they never live life, let me switch it up. Never mind, slow the speed, quick to listen, that'll talk. Here I go, got a rhyme, hit you with the bottom line. Kids out here thinking all they need is dollar signs. Let me tell you something, young bucks, listen up, Giannis. Man, you still gotta get through the king. Listen to the promise that'll keep you honest. Better seek the Lord out before you move. Seen a lot of drip, but I ain't hearing a lot of truth. Yeah, old dude got the big drip. Young dude wondering like how we get it, I don't know. Oh, God hit you with the flow. God, give me just a minute, y'all got a lot of more. Old dude, big drip, hit you with the sauce. I ain't got no time for that, yeah, your boy a boss. Hit you with the boss from the team, my turn. Getting close to your ears like a sideburn. I learned, give them different chicks up in the back. Like, keep them on their toes like they entering a landline. With no idea, you might be the only Bible people read. Young dude, old heads, they respect the grind. See, whipping with the lyrics, I be spitting, don't forget it. Got the juice, spit it, made, stirring in the spirit. I be about to reach them out of here, and people start comparing different styles. Let it cut. Jesus picked a lot of people, go prepare. Yeah, whole dude got the big jet. Young dude wondering like how we get it, I don't know. Oh, God hit you with the flow.
He don't look that old. I'm not gonna lie.
Not that old.
Caesar the Savage, you looking at a veteran. Been around for a while, you won't find many better than. I got that drip that I fill up 1,000 cans, oozing out of my pores like sign from Nickelodeon. But I know what I can and what I can't do. With God in my life, there's nothing that I can't do. There's a way I can choose, but it ain't true. That be waiting at the end like Mr. Howdy Do. I'm still kicking it and ain't kicked a bucket yet. Full of purpose, flying on wings like private jets. I got a rod and a staff for special occasions. I'm wisdom knocking at the door for this generation.
Yeah, whole dude got the big jet. Young dude wondering like how we get it, I don't know. Oh, God hit you with the flow.
He's got like a Mickey Avalon sort of vibe.
Hey.
With the smoke. He's like
Smoke bomb.
wiping it in his
In
face.
the wind, you got to turn around.
He's like, yo, man, I'm too old for this.
The wind's
Let's play some mahjong. Or what is this?
Playing bones, man.
Yeah. Suspenders.
So I think they're playing about the old thing. Yeah, okay. Because you never know, though. Some
with
dudes
the
will-
canes.
Yeah, I never.
They need the cane.
No, well, when he had the cane by himself to begin with, you don't know. He might have had an accident or something.
Could have.
But then he's like waving it around.
That's true. Now he,
Live and direct. You're listening to Gorilla Cross Radio.
So smooth.
like that drop.
Yo.
So I like the song a lot. I feel like the feature should have came in sooner. Because he was there in the video and you just didn't see him like the whole time. So you should have had him verse 2 instead of verse 3. Yeah. So that's one thing I would have changed on that. You're trying to do old men look, but you should have went with that like all the way and did it the whole time, because you had like scenes where it's like you're trying to be old men with the cane and with the hat and the glasses. You should have made yourself look a little older, put some color in your beards and stuff like that, some gray, some beautiful platinum, you know what I'm saying? And I would have went with the old man theme a lot more and just played all the way in that direction.
Yeah.
But it was very creative. I would have did a lot more coloring on the actual video. It looked like they shot and it didn't do anything to it.
Definitely.
And I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But it was creative the way he had it boxed in and stuff like that. You could tell it's made for social media. So you can post that up and it will fit. So it was cool. I like the song a lot. So overall, I'll give it a 3.8 on that one. 3.8. Jarrod, I'll start with you next.
Yeah, this guy added me on Instagram. So
Hey.
shout out that boy. I like it. I do. I again, it's kind of with the first sister. I judge them, critique them by kind of where they're at, right? So I don't. It looked beginner as far as video quality, which is fine because that can always be better.
You gotta start somewhere.
Me and Joey, I don't know how. I mean, literally, you can go on YouTube right now and we have probably 200 videos of us just
trying it out.
Just record and let's do something.
Let's figure it out.
And a lot of times, a lot of cool stuff came from it.
Yeah.
But now, as far as their sound, I think Quan said enough about the kind of the motif of the video. It kind of is. I got it, but then it wasn't consistent enough for me to be like, because I really thought you were old. That's kind of what I was. So I didn't get the vibe that it was a joke that you were trying to be old. I kind of just took you at what you were, anyway. So that was probably my bad. I'll say this. Consistency. This is advice outside of this song. You guys can rap, right? Like, you know how to carry a tune. You know how to stay on beat. Mm-hmm. You're better than about 50-60% of people out there. Just off that.
Wow.
If I could compare you to, like, if I could put names out there for who's in Christian hip hop right now that actually has a following, that actually is making a living per se off of this, or it has enough of influence to go out to events and whatnot, these guys could be some of the lower tier guys, because these other guys that have a name now in CHH. They were just consistent. You know, there was nothing super crazy good about them, or never seen this before. Stick with it. I could see you, you know, to be completely honest, man, I think you guys have enough potential. I'd say video and song alike, I'd say like a 3 out of 5.
Dope. Joey.
Yeah, man. That video, funny. I like that they got humor in it, and they're okay that poking fun at themselves, because that's a cool, like, niche thing. Because a lot of like Christian hip hop that like take themselves way
too seriously.
And so these guys, they're funny. I actually like the quality of it. The audio, I don't know, I mean, you know, I'm not super trained, but it didn't sound like anything was off or out of the thing. I was like, okay, throw this into the car and I could listen to this. I like his flow. I like his cadence. The video, again, you guys said it. It looked like it was shot on maybe a DJI, like Osmo or something, or maybe like their phone, and they used a stabilizer, and then they used no LUTs, no color correction, and they shot it all in one location. I would say if you're starting out, try to split your locations up distinctly and try your lighting. Change your lighting up. So if you're going to do it at high noon where there's no shadows, maybe try and switch it up with a different location that's maybe a little bit more edgy, or maybe a little bit more colorful or darker. You know, try to switch the tone up. I know that some people want to keep the whole motif of the video the same. I would just say kind of watch.
Doesn't that come off as kind of lazy though?
You know, but you're doing it though. That's the thing for me, is that like you're actually making something happen. They kind of
I mean, as far as what they did, like not doing anything with it.
Well, you know, they cut it, but sometimes people don't understand what it means to like shoot an S-Log and then use a LUTs. They don't know what that means. They don't know what color correction is. So it's sort of like you're trying and you're failing, but at least you're doing it. That's why I say, like, hey, even if you ain't got no money and you want to make a movie, go out and shoot with your crappy little phone, your Nokia or whatever it is that you're shooting on, because at least
creative.
You're doing it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So I would give it I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I like the song. The video could have been awesome if they just added a couple locations and then tweaked some lighting. It could have been very funny.
Yeah, I don't think they should have shot at high noon. Yeah,
come on. Maybe try. That just shows you that
they probably just went somewhere to shoot.
They had to do it.
Yeah, it was just a good shot.
Yeah,
it's good.
All right, Joseph.
He looks disappointed.
No. I wrote down in my lyrics, in my notes that.
Okay, Luke.
Sorry, I wrote down in my notes that this is the best that I've ever heard BRM.
Really?
Okay. His patterns come together. Like he sounded effortless the way he was rapping. And so props, man. Like, cause I see you working. That's good. Everybody said it, like, you know, for the visuals, I'm the same way. Like color correction, even if it's slight, it's gonna look a lot better. Crop it, like just make the visual look better. But you guys, like on the playback, you'll probably hear me out. You can hear me saying, "Oh, I get it." That's when I was like, "Oh, I get it." They're poking fun.
I thought they were old.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I really thought they were like 38, 39, 40 or something.
Well, they might be. That's not that old.
No, it's not old.
To some people.
No, it's not old. But that's why I didn't know. I'm 33. But no, Brian's 40. Hey, B's 40. It ain't, you know.
Man,
that's still young too.
Man, I'm 32. Leave, bro. You're making me feel like an old man. No, I'm just playing. But my only my one like negative critique that I would say is I didn't hear the beat itself. The track did not switch up at all. It was a looped. You know what I'm saying? It didn't. I didn't hear too many like breaks or anything. Like it was just a loop. And my man's that got on like and rapped, his flow style was effortless too. So I dig it. I'm gonna give it. I'm the same way. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Yeah.
Nope. Good work.
Dope. Funny. And I didn't even notice that about the beat. I think because I was so
into
the video.
Into it. Yeah.
I didn't really pay attention.
That's
to the
good
beat
call.
At all, so, yeah. Good stuff. All right. Next song is Jay and Brittany. She has a lot of N's and E's on her name. It's called This Place right here. Speak Life Radio, live music and video review.
Please be video. Please be
video. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it a lyric? Oh, nice.
Some tight jean shorts.
Come on.
No, they're not as tight as they look.
Get your hands up. Come take a ride with me. Make this instruction for our leaders early. J3, Brittany.
studio and no PlayStation, no football and no human relation, just to get away from the things that I be facing. But wait, I'm needed in my entourage. But wait, I feel I'm getting sick and tired. Just wait, the barber's your prescription, son. So doctor, heal me, I'm on my job. I'm on the battlefield.
There's rules for survival.
So take it for what it's worth and don't be in denial. And know he loves you first and that you're his child. Just come the way you are, bring your swag and your smile. And yes, he takes referrals, make a mention of me. Just kidding, you ain't gotta pay attention to me. Know the word for yourself and you will see. So you ain't even gotta listen to me.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, 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 you know. You got your ups, downs, lows, highs, feeling bad inside, head, face, feeling tight. So let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. You got your ups, downs, lows, highs, feeling bad inside, head, face, feeling tight. So let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Sometimes I be so tired that I feel like I'm hallucinating. And the smile you see upon my face, I just be faking. Cause inside I'm battling a man, his name is Satan. And some mixed emotions that I keep on misplacing. This world that I'm living in can be so draining. And some people that I'm dealing with, they just keep taking. So it's no mistaking on a few friends, I keep on flaking. Cause in the end, we end up fighting like the game taking. It's more to come back, but I found a way to make a comeback. I'm a child of God and there's nobody that can ever take that. So I sit back and relax and enjoy my life's path. Cause I'm just a flight attendant flying the plane as God says. And if he's my pilot, I ain't gotta worry about the weather. He's taking me to a paradise where things will get better. So I pray for better days, but mostly better ways. Cause I want the door to my new home to be the pearly gate. You know. You know. You know. You know, you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know, you know. You got your ups, downs, lows, highs, feeling bad inside, head, face, feeling tight. So let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. You got your ups, downs, lows, highs, feeling bad inside, head, face, feeling tight. So let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Come on, put your hands together. Come on, get your hands together. Hey, hey, get your hands together. Come on, get your hands together.
I want you. I need you.
So let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. You got your ups, downs, lows, highs, feeling bad inside, headaches, feeling tight. So let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place. Let me take you to this place.
That is This Place, J3 and Brittany right here. Speak Life Radio, live music and video review. Who wants to go first on this one?
All right, so it seems like the same thing. It looked like it was just shot like just raw and just put out there. So everybody that's shooting videos, I get it. Like if you're just learning it and you just want to put something out, but don't be afraid of YouTube. Like just Google what is color correction. How do I make this? How do I make a raw video look better? And not raw as in like if I'm taking it as a raw image, like with your camera. Yeah. Right. And the second thing, like if you guys are trying to get out there on a bigger platform, please make sure that you do not have very well-known products placed in your videos, because that will mark, like if you have a great video, they will, like that'll keep your video from being marked. That's why a lot of times in videos you see stuff marked out because they don't want to pay for that product placement. You know what I'm saying?
Name. Greeked.
Or there, yeah. So that's like, if you really want this video to go somewhere and catch more eyes, like keep that in mind for videos. I felt like the sound was like really high. Like it was like the mixing was really high, but the message was good. And I really like the story you guys were telling, because I am a family man, and I really like how, especially like the thing that really stuck out to me when he's talking about I can't go without my entourage, and he's talking about it like in the video, he's talking about his family. that's dope. I think we need more grown folk music
Sure.
like that,
Yeah.
like 100%, because you know, like we've obviously established that we're old. You know what I'm saying? But like we need. I need more music that's gonna that touches my life on that aspect, not just like from where I'm from or what I came from, and you know. So I want to give the video. I'm gonna give it like a 3-4.
All right. There you go. All right. I same thing, man. Everything you said was the same thing. I was actually looking at the cereal because I'm hungry. I haven't had cereal in a while, but he was holding the tricks, and tricks are for kids. And so I you should have let the kid hold the tricks. You had 2 kids there, and you wanted to hold the tricks. Same thing, man. Like they just kept going back to the same scenes. Then when she started rapping, they had a different scene,
that purplish
with some effects going on, right?
That was cool.
Why didn't you do a lot more of that? I wouldn't have minded just watching her the whole time, walk through her scene.
Avatar,
just walk through her scene the whole time.
That was dope.
You know,
that looked like a LUT.
Yeah, that was cool.
But that was
cool.
just
motion
naturally.
graphics.
It was cool. Exactly.
I think it was After Effects, motion graphics. I think
something.
Yeah.
It was,
because she had some tracking and she had some like snow coming down, but it was kind of following how she was moving, and then the color. It was definitely some color that they had that wasn't there.
And so why do that on one scene and not more stuff? So you know you have to do something, right?
That's the
and you only put it on one scene. So that
It
to
could have
me,
been the director.
I would almost rather you not to do it at all.
Exactly.
Seriously, save that for another video and don't just do that on one scene. Like I said, just do that the whole time on her rapping part, right?
Or the quality of it, because the quality was way more cinematic when it went to her with that.
Exactly.
And so it was like, oh, somebody was like filming this.
They
and
knew
like,
what they were doing.
Yeah, it was like they only had the teacher come in for one day.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna teach her to
The
do
budget
this.
ended. The budget
This
ended.
one shot. It's gonna be tracking. She's gonna be walking. It's gonna be beautiful. There's snow, blueberry flowers.
But I like how she rapped, and her part was actually my favorite part of the song.
Yeah.
Because she came in dope, and then she flipped it.
Yeah.
And to me, that was really dope, and she rapped better than she sang. Her singing was cool.
Right.
She could hold the notes, but I wasn't like super impressed with her singing, but she was good. She was solid. A solid song. Definitely like a feel good song. So props to that, because we need more of that. I will give it a 3.2. 3.2. Joey.
Yeah, I like the creativity again in these in the apartment, using just natural lighting. There could have been an easy solution to trying to kind of make that look a little bit more dynamic. Maybe choose a different time of day to shoot that. Maybe open up the blinds and have it be a little bit more contrasty. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of like cinematic value, but I like the movement of the camera. How whoever was behind that was keeping it moving, and
the gimbal work was good. Yeah.
Color correction, again, it is what it is. They tried in some parts. I saw that they were doing some sort of color correction, something. Because there was some where they were doing this blur filter with her near the end, with one of her final hooks, and that was again another more cinematic moment. The one with the flowers, that's the most cinematic. I thought that was really cool. That kind of was like, wow, okay, where are we going with this?
Why just one shot? That's so crazy. That was like for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Well, no,
they never went back.
They milked it a little bit. If you notice, they went back to that a few times.
Oh, okay.
But then at the end, it kind of just ended with a bunch of them on a dock with no water and them dancing around.
Yeah.
I would say maybe try to, I don't know, get more coverage so you're not just kind of stuck with just that wide.
Yeah.
I like the guy. I like the dude. He seems like a good dad. You know, it's like a guy you would want to hang out with, and he seemed like he had a lot to
Dude's beard was
so if you want to hang out with Joey, just hit him up, and you guys can hang out anytime.
Let me know. I like the flow. Again, the hooks. I felt like the hooks were like this. They cut it out and they made it like the same each time. Maybe at the end they kind of switched it up a little bit with her acapella bleeding into it, but I thought maybe more dynamics with the hooks. Well, split them up a little bit.
Most of the time in like hip hop songs, they do fly the hook a lot. Yeah. That's probably the reason why.
Yeah. So maybe just a little bit more dynamics on the last 2 hooks. I'm gonna give it a 4 because I like they included kids. And I like the family mentality behind it, and it was a feel-good song.
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
like acoustic lead sort of deal with the heavy beat. That's different than what we've been listening to.
Yeah.
Look at Jerry's face, man.
So okay, humor me.
Anytime you start with "so okay,"
he's like, "All right, man, I like what you said, but like, we gotta get real."
Making my way downtown.
Oh man,
was that not a cover sort of that? It's
acoustic. You think
it sounded, and then we talked about the cover thing earlier. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize. Now, with music, when you mix raw rap with the most contemporary sounding instrumental, you gotta knock it out the park. Because if not, it sounds like you are mixing oil and water. You know what I mean? That you can't hear oil and water mixing, but that's it contrasts
how it would sound like to hear oil and water mix.
It just won't mix.
Nails on a chalkboard.
So look, hey, I'm gonna tell you this. For them being indie, they did decent with that. They did okay. They carried their own because, dude, that could have been a train wreck.
Yeah.
It really could have. Like when you put, because it's not just like, it wasn't just harmonizing rap. That was rap over the most lightest guitar-y type of song, and they held their own in that regard. Again, man, I don't hold people too high on the standard of video production if they're not super, super, super well known like that, or if they don't got money like that. I've seen people that have money and they're killing. Man, what was that dude out here? He was a producer, Molly B, or something like that. He was a secular producer out here in Vegas, and he went into rapping. And dude, I'm talking about Hollywood production, right? Songs were terrible, right?
Right, terrible material.
So it didn't even matter.
Excellent video.
Yeah, it didn't even matter if so again, but true, the high noon shots, it's rough. It's rough, you know what I mean? Because you don't have a lot to mess around with.
Yeah.
I think Quan and Joey made up a great point. You know, I don't think you mix that flower walking through the garden shot.
Just makes it way too random.
With random shots.
Get you hyped up, and then you're like let down a little bit.
But it looked like you just had ran out of time, or you edited it at 2 different spots, 2 different days. It seemed like that a tad bit. But look, overall, you guys held your own. I feel musically, and I give it like a 3.3.
All right.
Dope. Yeah. All right, song of the night. We got a Cash App donation. So $10 Tuesday turned into way more money than $10 Tuesday.
All right,
let's go.
So I don't know. I don't want to say the price yet because I don't know if I want to split it up and give it to like the 2 best and bless 2 people, or just bless one with a lot more.
All
money.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole 10.
To be continued.
We'll talk about
to be continued.
Yeah. But we appreciate it, Pastor Danny, for
shout out, Pastor,
blessing us with some money. Or I might just save it and go to Taco Tuesday.
Oh, or at least he's honest with it.
And Joey is in the sinking chair. We have to fix the hydraulic. I went on YouTube.
It went down a little bit.
Down, but
gotta work your posture.
Yeah.
Limbo.
Anyways, we have more songs. So this is DJ Lost and Found with Made It Out featuring St. Jones and Terrence Lamar right here. Speak Live Radio.
The truth.
In the darkness, then you made it light. Yeah, I was living wrong, but then you made it right. I know that the devil tried to take me out. I'm so grateful to the Father that I made it out. I made it out. Then you showed me what this grace about. Was on the wrong path, then you changed my route. And you showed me I could make it out. And I made it. I was so gone. I was so lost and I was so wrong, yeah. Thought I was living, but that wasn't living, man. I was so out of control, yeah. I was so focused on money and women that I started losing my soul. The devil was slowly taking my soul and I ain't even know. I was so low, I hit the ground, talking rock bottom. Then I realized, man, you got a lot of problems. I don't know if there's anybody who can solve them. Then I met Christ, he turned my life from all for the odds. Over and over again, you cover my tail, you fix my mistakes, you kept me from hell by giving me grace. You broke all the chains and opened the gate. You kept it so real when they were so fake, and that's why I never stopped seeking your face. They call me a loser, but you call me great. They thought it was over, but you made a way. Yeah, I was in the darkness, then you made it light. Yeah, I was living wrong, but then you made it right. I know that the devil tried to take me out. I'm so grateful to the Father that I made it out. I made it out. Then you showed me what this grace about. Was on the wrong path, then you changed my route. And you showed me I could make it out. And I made it.
Made it out. I caught the blood and I made it out. I
trust in the Lord and all of my ways. I gave him my faith that he made a route. All by the sun like the day is out. Lift up his name and I say a prayer. No more chains on my neck. COG, I'm full effect. Deliver me from death like 5E. If I go back, I might sneeze. A little more grace as I need. To do the right thing, let's fake lead. Hey, nice. His action brought me to the light. I fell in love. That's the passion of the Christ. I ride with the lawyer, the Elohim. Synchronized like a melody. If you're not matching my energy, I move with solid respectfully. I'm not a bike, you can't pedal me. I'm a new car with no debt on me. I made it live with no death on me. I made it out, there's no end of me.
I was in the darkness, then you made it light. I was living wrong, but then you made it right.
Okay, how's making you feel? I see it. Let them shoulders loosen up.
To the Father that I made it out. I made it out. Then you showed me what this grace about. Was on the wrong path, then you changed my route. And you showed me I could make it out. And I made it.
All right, DJ Lost and Found Made That featuring St. Jones and Terrence Lamar right here. Speak Live Radio, live music and video review. I would start with Joe Side first, but he just heard the end because he had to make it out of.
Oh yeah,
make it out.
Did it make it out?
Dude, I've drank almost 64 ounces of water since I've been here.
That's good.
Yeah,
flushing out.
Yeah.
So he's making it out. Joey, I'll start with you.
Dude, best song of the night I heard so
He's
far.
like all the way on the ground.
Yeah,
you can actually get up and you can lift the chair back up.
Oh my god. No, it's cool. It's all right. I think it's a good level.
Okay.
No, I really like that. I guess maybe a little bit of the audio quality in some parts, I guess. Maybe some of the bass parts of it. But really, I love the flow. I like how he switches up in the different verses. He had a feature in this, yes? You said?
Yes.
Yeah, I really like the guy that he featured. What's his name?
Well, it's St. Jones and Terrence Lamar, so it's two different guys on the song.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whose song is it, and who was the feature?
Well, it's DJ Lost and Found. He puts tracks together and gets people on the track.
Oh, dope. So he's
kind of like how
Khaled.
what's his name? Yeah.
Okay, cool. So okay, that's dope. I'm gonna say a 4.2. I like what he's saying. I like his flow. I like the song. A little bit on the engineering, but not terrible.
All right.
I think it's funny. You said, oh, kind of like Khaled, and the first thing I was thinking was kind of like Dilla. You know?
Dilla.
Yeah. What do you got, Joe Side?
With
what you heard?
I mean, so everybody on the show knows how I feel about the filter. So like whenever you're singing and you got that
like reverb,
auto tune, like I just automatically tune it out.
You
like,
auto tune it out.
I hate the way it sounds.
Man, I feel you.
Lost and Found, man, like his production is always fire, you know. And so I mean, when it comes to rhyme patterns, again, I mean, everybody has their own flavor, but I don't like the stop and go rhyme patterns. It irks me. So from what I've heard, so like I'll give it a 2.7.
Okay, Jarrod.
Low.
2.7. No, that's real hip hop though. I mean, I get it. I totally understand and respect that. I work with a brother, Ness Cortez, super hip hop. And Antoine Hill from Kingdom Music's like that. And we talk with Dayton a lot. Same. You know, it's bars, man. It's different. And we want hip hop. We want rapping.
Yeah.
We want rapping.
Yeah.
So the shoulder shimmy was okay. So we are in a Lil Wayne influenced, Lil Uzi Vert birthed rap. So in that regard, there was a shimmy. Now to co-sign what my brother just said, it's you got to sound different. So, you know, that's the only critique. Dope, really dope track. Like Joey said, the feature, the second guy that came in, he sounded like J. Cole. Do you remember K. Alico from GOM? He went back to secular music. The main guy sounds like him, right? And I loved K. Alico. He was so talented, still is. So I'd give it a 3.5, just off the song. Yeah, just because you're right, you know, preference, but then too, you gotta sound a little different.
Yeah.
Best song of the night though. I'll fight
really?
for that.
He said, "I'll fight you."
I'll
fight you. For that.
Man. We'll say who our best is. I think at the end of that, right?
Yeah.
It's not over yet.
Because we're giving out a lot of money.
Skrilla.
A lot of money. All right, so we need some people to come with it. We have about 15 minutes left. I'm not sure if you guys got to go. Just let me know.
We cool.
We're good.
We got a little time.
We're
We got
man.
time. I like the track. It wasn't anything like super special to me, and especially with Lost and Found, like he has been putting out like a lot of dope music and a lot of dope features on there. We had St. Jones on our last show about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So really good artist, really good up and coming artist. So the artists were really good. They were solid. The song just didn't do like a lot for me. And not saying it was bad. Like I thought the mix was pretty good. The beat was dope. It just didn't grab my attention. So for that, I'll give it a 3.2 because everything else was solid. Like it was mixed proper and all that. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Nothing great. People are texting me. Yes, I can take you to work. All right. Strippers have to get to work, folks. So my stripper ministry is on point. Real talk. She's going to church with me.
Hey,
I don't think she's watching now. If she is, hey, we know who you are.
I thought you stopped doing Lyft.
Well, I do. I still have
Jesus
some regulars
loves
that I take to work, and I do get to minister to her all the time, and she's very receptive. And going to church with me sometimes.
Let's go.
So Pastor Danny, make sure it's a good sermon.
Jesus loves you.
Where do you go to church, Quan?
Pick out one of your good ones.
Mary.
It is called
Magdalene.
What's it called? PD, what's it called? I forgot the name of it.
Forgot the name of the church.
Well, they changed the name.
It was Revolution?
No, it was Celebration.
Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
With the C and the
Gateway
That's right.
City Church, I believe.
Gateway
City Church.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
I can't even see Joey anymore.
You
I need to do it. I need to set it up.
You met Pastor Dan somehow, some way.
Switch to the chair.
Oh yeah, switch the chair. Yeah.
That's fine. It should. Either way, I mean that chair's low too.
Let's go.
Just don't hit my camera.
Yeah. Let's go.
As we watch Joey.
Joey.
Just chill out.
I'm still here.
Joey.
There we go.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. Look
And
at
now this chair won't move.
There you go.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
It swivels a little bit.
Scoop up.
All right, next song we got my man Drew Smith.
Drew Smith.
With
sounds like a football player.
Drew Smith.
Hands
it's
coming up.
Drew Smith
Drew Smith and the
3G.
boys.
Send Help is the name of the song right here. And it's a video.
Let's go.
Oh, dope.
There we go.
Church, you big sissy.
Oh, look, cinematic already. I
yeah,
like
it looks
this.
good.
5.
Gateway City Church is where I go. If you guys want to go, check it out.
Yeah,
Dang.
see? Look,
Sunday
it looks
mornings.
good. Yeah.
Got the
Yeah,
name.
Look at
Okay.
this, much better. Slow. They got the little after effects, the little
deluxe.
transition.
Cause I'm losing my faith. I just wanna see some better day.
I feel you, bro.
Send help. It is time for a change. You're the only
Slow-mo.
one
Hey.
that can rearrange.
It must be
120
cold.
frames.
Yep.
What's wrong with me? Where should I go? Gaining weight,
See, look, those little those triplets you like to do.
Trying to keep
I see.
faith, cause it's all
The
I
strobe.
know.
Ba, ba, ba.
Things are in my way, yeah, I gotta throw them out the door. Yeah, I'm aiming for more. Aiming so high, it is my time to
That was
score.
real trash. That was real trash, guys.
Do this before.
That was real.
We need to look real, guys.
Yeah. Out, I'm ready for war. Giving up things that have held
That was
me
cool.
back. Gotta get clean 'cause my heart
Like a little
black.
Turkish,
Look, God knows my heart is
Turkish
at.
blur
Even through my
out the
darkest
wind- out the
raps.
door.
I'ma shine bright 'cause I got the light. Used to be blind, now I got my sight. Used to wanna die, now I feel alive. I see the prize right in my eyes. Didn't really know where to go from here. My vision every trip, but now I see things clear. Itching for the mission, that's all I hear. Cooking in the kitchen, yeah, I have no fear. This pain, it took a hold of me. It can't take control of me.
Cooking.
Found my peace in Jesus' name, and now my heart and soul at ease.
Hey.
No looker.
Dude, and he dropped right there and walked away. The trash. Took out the trash.
That was tight.
Some better day.
He's kind of funny, too. Is it not supposed to be a little bit funny?
I don't think he's trying to.
A little bit.
You're the only one that can rearrange. Send help, cause I'm losing my faith. I just wanna see
I like those shots
some
right there.
better days.
Never go wrong with more.
It is time for a change. You're the only one that can rearrange. Thoughts in my brain, shots for the pain. drinking, I was smoking, had me going insane. But I'm done with the lies. I am sick of this cell, breaking out of my cage. I am done with this hell. I gotta move on, gotta throw up my hands, give praise to my God, cause I know he got plans. I'm done trying to be everything that I'm not. Music flows through my veins, now it's time for a shot. Yeah, you know I'm ready, and I'm flowing, keep it heavy, and I'm going, keep it steady, keep it rolling like a Chevy, and I need you to send me some help. I'm feeling like a book that's been up on the shelf. It's time for me to check out, open these pages, let out these words that been hidden for ages. Put out this project, get up on these stages, show the love you gave for us, that's why we created. Send help,
I can get behind that.
I'm losing my faith. I just wanna see some better days. Send help, it is time for a change. You're the only one that can rearrange. Send help,
that's dope.
Cause I'm losing my faith.
Oh, that was sick.
I just wanna see some better days. Send help, it is time for a change. You're the only one that can rearrange.
You spoke too quick, Joe. This could have took the. This might take the top spot.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, that video was the best.
Yo, that's Drew Smith, 3G Send Help right here. Speak Life Radio, live music and video review. I'll go ahead and go first. It was really dope. I mean, the video was shot great. I thought it was excellent. My one critique is from the beginning, I thought it was going to be like a real story going on, right? I thought there was going to be a lot more acting in it and like an actual story going on. And it started out like it was going to be like that, and then it was just scenes. The scenes were still shot dope, but I was expecting it to be more of a story more than him actually rapping in front of the mic and singing in front of the mic and stuff like that. Yeah. Exactly. So I was a little disappointed because, you know, it looked like this could be a really dope, you know, a scene, a lot of scenes and stuff like that. Like it's a actual movie or something like that. So I was a little disappointed in that, but after I got over myself, I did like it, man. I think the song was really dope, very meaningful, really creative shots, man. I like the whole thing. Maybe get another singer on there to back you up. Yeah, you could sing, but maybe get someone else to back you up to hit those high notes that you're not necessarily hitting. Like maybe a female voice, maybe even coming in just halfway. Maybe you do that the first hook or two, and then you know that female voice comes in too to just kind of like bring it up to another notch. But I do like it a lot, man. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Yeah, because I think overall everything, the video and the song, was on point. You could tell you put a lot of time into the video and the vocals and all the arranging and everything. So really dope. So far, that is my top of the night. Yeah. So he might get all the money or we might split it up, but we'll let you know. But
on point.
Do you guys want me to tell you how much money we got?
No.
How much?
Oh no.
Well, I do, but I'm gonna go with the majority.
Let's take a vote. Jared kind of said yeah.
Said yeah, no.
And Joey said no.
I say no.
So that's no. Okay. We'll tell you later. All right, Joey, I'll go with you. Since you were being very vocal throughout the whole video.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. That was probably like the best video I've seen today. Very cinematic. The lighting at the beginning got you in. Like whoever shot it knew what they were doing as far as editing and certain lighting. One thing I'll say is the glory shot of him on the lake, on the use more. Use something else. Cut it more. Use a different location, different angle or something. You know, you could use that same location, just maybe switch it up a little bit. It was in there a lot.
Yeah.
Again, the lighting was great. I would say 4.5. Solid. Liked his delivery. The audio quality sounded really good.
Yeah.
And the video quality was the best we've seen tonight. That's top of my list for sure.
By far.
Absolutely.
With the video.
Really good.
Jared.
Yeah, I liked it. Obviously, for what we could see just off the naked eye. Contrast on the video was a little high. Seemed like, I don't know if he meant to do that, which he could have very well. It was like
on the bridge shots,
Gotham City-ish, which I don't know if you. And then we talked about a lot of high noon shots. I think dusk was not, or whatever, early in the morning or late at night, didn't help his visual, I think. But again, storyline, cuts, the angles, it was probably the best filmed, obviously. Now the rapping and the singing, very, very good. He's a good songwriter. Mm-hmm. I like the message. The message is real. I think anybody that's hit rock bottom and found Christ at the bottom, you can feel that when other people speak on that. And I think he said, I need help. You know, I relate with those type of messages. Mm-hmm. The only critique I would say is, you know, I don't know if he wanted to do this. Some people might disagree with me. You could maybe have dressed a little better. You know what I mean? And not even saying like dressed up. It didn't look like you. It looked like you just woke up and started filming, which is cool.
But the thing is,
I think it matches what the story
that's true.
He does keep it consistent.
Well, I feel like he didn't have time to get dressed for the video because his wife sent him out with the trash. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even ready. He's like, yo, I gotta go. I gotta shoot this video. Let me take this trash.
And you're right. There was storyline, but then the storyline kind of faded out. But other than that, yeah, I like it. 4.3.
The transitions, though, I gotta point that out. They were doing these little Turkish blurs where it's like a fast, like zoom in, which is mostly done through editing and a little some camera angles.
Yeah,
I thought that was super dynamic. Do more of that. That was creative.
Yeah,
awesome.
So, I counted at least 4 different rhyme patterns, man. And that's what impressed me. Like, dude can say words, man. And like, so when I was listening to him, I was like, and I understoed it. Like,
and he wasn't struggling with rhyme patterns.
I wrote down in my notes, no punches. I didn't hear any punches. Like, that was him. And if you did do punches, like, props to your engineer, my man, because like, dude.
Yeah.
I think my only critique vocally was, negative critique was, like, enunciate the word change more, because it sounded like there was a D or a V, like J, like say change, like we want to know that it's change. And I can even look past the filter on your vocals, because I really dug the rhyme patterns. And when you can like say something really profound in your lyrics, plus have that much breath control, plus make it sound effortless, plus like switch up the rhyme patterns, but it all still flows. Yeah. Bro, you knocked it out the park. Yeah. I'm giving it a 4.7.
Boom.
Dope. Really, really good one. Listen, we're going to do a few more songs. So if you guys are actually in the chat right now and you submitting the song, let us know immediately, because we're going to get to those songs next. So if you're in the chat and you need your song critique, because some people, you know, send us music and don't even jump in to watch the critique.
They're not the ones
but it's also late.
They watch after. They watch it after. They don't want the live critique.
Yeah, exactly. They watch the replay.
They go to their song only.
They pray first.
I told you color correction.
Then watch it.
Tore us apart.
And then jump in my inbox later. All right, this next track is my man. We've had him on before, man. My man Avery Harden.
Let's go.
It's called Like Yay.
Avery's a beast, bro.
Avery's
dope. A beast.
It's called Like Yay. I've seen a lot of stuff he's done on social media to promote this video. I haven't seen the actual video, so I will be happy to see it right now. This is Avery Harden, Like Yay, right here, Speak Life Radio.
The truth.
Yeah, Cole, the GOAT, bro. Greatest of all time, for
I
sure.
was Cole the GOAT.
Bro,
Lil Wayne the
J.
GOAT.
Cole, bro, lyricism.
No, Lil Wayne, metaphors, trendsetter, bust down, and he skateboards.
Bro, I don't want to have this conversation no more. Cole
Gil
is
Gates?
the GOAT, bro. The GOAT.
You want to know who else the GOAT?
Who?
T-Pain.
Ooh, he bagging. Why he trying to bag? He really look like Curse LeVert. I'm on your head, boy.
2 Chainz, A$AP Rocky, Whoopi Goldberg, Booker T,
He said
Missy
Whoopi
Elliott. Stop bagging. Don't bag right now. We can really get going for sure. Keenan and Kel, both of them. Bro.
I'm doing like the Kevin Hart entrance.
What? Stop playing.
Come on.
Why y'all bagging?
T-Pain for sure though. You got the glasses too. T-Pain.
They have a whole roast. You gotta appreciate it.
Love, New Year, keeping the
focus, I got a lot to prove. They want me to fall, but I'm on a climb, check on my altitude. I'm beating the odds, I'm from the Vegas, what I out to do. So give me the beat, they watching me eat just like Italian food. Now I just want respect on the internet. I'm like a ticking time bomb, they got me on Tourette's. I mean, I cut these rappers up like I used to let. And if you're playing with your boy, it's like Russian roulette. They ain't believe me when I said I was gonna make it, huh? Now I'm here, I ain't gonna let you people take it, huh? Trying to get higher than I'm living in the spaceship, huh? It's a part of God's plan, it's like a Drake, huh? Okay, my ex went back to her abuser, that loser. Beat her till her body hit the cruiser, that's true, sir. Is she here, now pray for her future.
Marshawn Lynch.
It's evident he looking for round two, sir. That's true, sir. Okay, if you ain't riding, you in the way, I be on my own. I feel like yeah, if you ain't vibing, you in the way.
What's that Whoopi Goldberg movie?
Hey, Sister Act.
Sister Act.
I feel like you in the way. I'm just trying to make my wildest dreams come true. Keep watching from the couches like you stream Hulu. I can see you while I'm up here in the bird's eye view. While I kick you with the kings like my name's so. Now I'm all up in your head just like it's Pantene. Try to jump up if you won't look like a trampoline. You couldn't beat me even if you had a tag team. I could really serve you if you want on my dragons. I'm on top of the world. I get what I want and they know that I'm thorough. I'm sicker than most and they watching me hurl. I gotta work hard to get what I deserve. I'm the one they gotta mention. I'm cutting through all of the tension. I'm cold as Donner and Blitz and Inner Kardashian looking like Tristan. You ain't convinced yet? I'm the best at my city, I've been there. If you wanted to smoke on a dispatch, you could detect. I'm a heat check, I'm on fire from the field. Cry me a king, Buddy Hill. I run circus round, you circus clowns, all aboard the Ferris wheel.
Alright.
If you ain't riding, you in the way.
Look at that Eminem though.
If you ain't riding, you in the way. I be on my own, I feel like yeah, ride. Okay, ride. I feel like yeah, ride. You in the way. I can see you mad. You see me out here working, kicking to the back. Watch you put the work in. They did not believe, but I knew I deserved it. Focus on my craft. I knew I had purpose. If you ain't riding, you in the way. I be on my own. I feel like yeah. If you ain't vibing, you in the way. I be on my own. I feel like yeah,
Wow, that was super dope. That's Avery Harden like Yay right here. Speak Life Radio Live music and video review show. Super dope, super creative, man. I mean, all the scenes and everything going on. I think he did a great job of acting out those parts. The Busta Rhymes, I think, was my favorite one. He could have got a little more excited like Busta, but it was still like he had the same camera angle, almost the fisheye lens.
He needed that fisheye lens.
He needed the fisheye lens, though. But he did get close enough. I thought it was super dope, man. I mean, you almost miss the metaphors because you're watching the video, right?
Yep.
But dude was spitting bars, too, at the same time.
Fire.
My only negative critique was the beginning was a little too long. So you could maybe kill some of that. Because that was the only thing that, if I didn't know where the video was going, I might have skipped it without knowing who you are, without seeing all your promotion and everything you did on Instagram and on social media already. Yep. But I knew what was coming up, and I was very interested to see, because you did a great job promoting this on social media and teasing about it the last couple weeks. So I really did like it a lot. Super creative, man. I love the song. I love the video. I'm giving it a 4.9.
Yo.
Come on.
Whoa.
Joe Sife.
That's awesome.
So I'm the same thing. Like at first I was like, man, this intro is really long. But then as soon as like the first scene came in, I was like, oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a reason for the intro. Really clever. Again, the camera work, we spoke about it with him when he was here. His camera work is really dope. The kid can really say words, man. Like he's a good word sayer.
And real quick, I don't mean to cut you off because he's in the comments. Fisheye lens was needed. We couldn't get our hands on one. Listen, you can get an iPhone with a fisheye lens, bro. Like that's a very easy lens to find. So you could have just shot that part on an iPhone and got one of those little $15 fisheye lenses, and it would have sufficed.
Yeah, but if you're shooting 4K and you move to 1080, like you have to crop everything down to 1080.
It's like shooting on a red and let's shoot on an iPhone.
You know what I'm saying?
You could have boxed it out like the Busta Rhymes video, because that's an old video.
Yeah,
so you could have got away with. You could have figured that out.
Avery, they're saying you're lazy. Just get it.
No. The kid, dude, he puts in mad work.
You got close enough to the camera to still give that same effect.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what you're. Yeah. Exactly.
Sorry about that.
No. It's good. And I think that so for me, I really like when rappers are just like they're just gully, like they're rugged with what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? And like so that like as far like credit to his wordsmith skills. That's just there. That's a given. So like I give credit to that. And the creativity behind the video, like that right there gives it like I want to give the I'll say this. I think there should be two people who win tonight after watching that video. I'm gonna give that video a 5.
Yeah, solid.
Dope. Dang, a 5.
Yeah,
I know it's a big one.
I think I've only given out 3 5s.
Yeah, there hasn't been many.
I didn't think I was gonna see it in the show actually.
Yeah, I've only given out three 5s since I've been like doing these.
All right, Jarrod.
Man, shout out Avery. Avery's not just one of the people that in Christian hip hop that I've just known and followed over the years. He's literally one of the first Christian hip hop artists I ever really knew about.
Okay.
So shout out Bo from Trinity. Me and Joseph worked with him for years. As soon as we started walking into the Kingdom Muzic stuff 7 years ago, he said, "Hey man, you gotta listen to this kid, Avery Harden."
Yeah.
Ever since, his indie grind is something real and something that a lot of people should take notes on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of these other people that have been submitting their music, man, look up Avery Harden. Like he's been consistent. It's kind of like Kyle Lowry, right? Like very
Kalo.
Yeah, Kalo. Consistent with that independent grind, just always trying to put content in your face. Man, and last time I had checked, I know he hits me up every now and then. I knew he had went to Cali to kind of try to focus more in on the music and look, man, the video was hilarious, bro. I mean, you start out with the roast session and then it takes a lot of effort to Joe knows this, man, like to find locations, to frame shots, to get costumes, to get lighting, to get like he did it all, man. That was a huge shout out. And one thing about Avery, always been spitting, man, always. So yeah, man, I'm gonna say 4.8.
Oh snap. 4.8.
4.8, man. Yeah.
All right, Joey.
Yeah. Obviously the video was fire.
Yeah, that was sick.
It was great. The first opening thing, again, it makes sense because you looking in hindsight. I would have done more coverage maybe. If it was very important, then shoot that scene better. Light it a little bit better. I saw that they tried to do some lighting in there, but maybe light it a little bit better and get some more coverage of the scene that you're trying to do. Do maybe a couple times and kind of have a director behind it. If it's important, if it's not, then cut it. Cut it shorter. But when it comes in, it's busting in, and he's in the Good Burger uniform. You're like almost like a pop culture is infested in this video, and those videos do so well. Like Eminem did huge with those. He would input NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, all that stuff.
So he's tagging all these guys on social media. So one of them is going to eventually grab onto it, right?
Hopefully, right?
Yeah.
And these are African American culture icons as well that he's outputting out there, which is a niche in itself. It's fun that he's able to be fun with it. Yeah. Marshawn Lynch. One little thing about that, which I can't say much bad, but like the words were off a little bit on his lips when he was Marshawn Lynch. But that's probably
the editing.
The Marshawn could have been better. That to me was the worst one. He had the NFL logo, and that's the only reason
how you would knew it was.
I
like
knew
a fake grill would have been.
You could have did a little more.
But did you notice? So that's the thing. Like there was not a lot of you got the product across without letting there be a product like the orange soda with the wrapper taken off. Like
you think he would have got flagged for the NFL logo?
If he is trying to reach people, so I think that's the reason why he made it so bare bones. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But I think the T-Pain one was where it was the lighting was the darkest, and I thought that was the worst lit, but it still looked better lit and colored than any other video we've seen tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. Professional. Whoever was behind that was professional. No. Is he directing it and editing it?
I'm not sure. Avery, let us know in the comments
Avery.
real quick.
It was dope. I'm gonna give it definitely 4.8. Awesome.
Great. And he's saying Kel Mitchell did show love to it.
Oh, did he?
Kel Mitchell is really, he's been involved in helping promote some Christian hip hop.
Yes, I've heard that. Yeah.
He I know we worked with B Rose in the past. I know
B Rose.
I believe Dayton. He shouted out Dayton, or was playing a Dayton song in a workout thing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, he definitely is a fan and a listener of Christian hip hop. So
yeah,
shout that out.
Amen.
Creative.
Got in trouble for Fiji, so I didn't want to do product anymore. Have a team of guys who hadn't it.
Yeah,
cool.
Good call.
Yeah, he's got
Good
a
call on
team.
that.
He's got a team of people who directed that for him too.
Really?
What'd you give it?
4.8.
Yeah, 4.8.
4.8. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So he got the highest scores tonight.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah,
So we are going to split up the money?
I think so because
Okay.
No,
there are a
we're
lot.
not there yet. We're not there yet.
But we can still split up the money because we have a few more, and there might be another dope one. So
that's true.
It's going to be
seeing the standard and quality. Some other videos I'd give higher now that I think about it. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
But we will have $30 for the top 2 winners. Actually, that's a lie. We will give 40 to the top and 20 to the second place.
Okay.
Let's go.
There you go.
There we
Hey,
go.
that's
So
good.
shout out to
Give 'em a
people
little something.
donating that we can, give more money.
Shout out.
Shout out
to the
Shout out.
donators.
$10 Tuesday turned into $60 Tuesday.
Hey.
So Quan just he wanted to find a way to say how much it was.
He did.
He did.
found
I just saw
a
that.
way to do it.
You
He
did not
just
want to
did
do
I was
that.
gonna say.
Yeah.
All right. Next
60
song we
bones.
got is called Wrestle, Spoken Word, featuring J. Crumb right here on Speak Life Radio.
We want the savior, but don't want the master. We don't want obedience, we just want the mansion. We just want the blessings. We don't want the family, we just want the building. We don't want meaning, we just want the motions. We don't want practice, we just want the notion. We don't want presence, we just want permission. We don't want the king, we prefer the politicians.
Yeah.
We don't want prayer, we just want answers. As if the answers are sufficient. We don't want a hunger or thirst, we just want abundant provision. We don't want faith, we just want religion. We need a legal system or a political party to believe in. I think we need a new approach. I think we need transition. All who have ears to hear, please will you listen? All of our hatred has to be ended. We are all broken souls and need a new beginning. Let's let go of our grudges and start forgiving. Let's touch our wounds and find our healing. Let's wrestle with our past and our demons. Let's dig deep and discover deeper meaning. Let's wrestle with the reason we are who we are. Let's wrestle with the roots of our wounds and scars. Like why I would rather get high than be lowly. I need to wrestle with why the praise of others is such a pull to me. It should appall me. I need to wrestle with why I'm okay with spiritually starving. It's alarming. I need to wrestle with my insecurities. When I was a child, I was told I was unworthy. I thought it was gospel. I need to wrestle with how my lustful decisions have been harmful. I need to wrestle. I need a safe space for some painful expression. I need the forgiveness required for some honest confession. I need some mercy. I need some grace. I need conquered by the one who was slain.
Come on.
Hey.
Wretched man, I've been wrestling in the trenches. Contemplated the burial, I've been digging in these ditches. I've been drinking in the scriptures, the elixir for my sickness. Flying up to the flesh when I start with all the conniptions. My opponent be my pride when I say I'm nice with the rhythm. Like the component wasn't Christ when I'm seeing all the dimensions. Like atonement paid a price for me to be acting like a menace. Like the moment like tonight couldn't be the day that I'm finished. Through this sweet shit music caused me to hit rock bottom. My pedigree ain't what it was, it's stone cold how I got off. Thought I was a Christian with an edge.
His wrestling metaphors are sick.
Almost displaced my face like I was art from Picasso. Gotta be constant with the wrestle, bring my flesh to its knees. My desire's been arrested despite the pressure is peace. Does it necessity be a blessing whenever this man feeling weak? Nothing pretty about the wrestle despite the elegant speech.
Yo.
God.
That beat's sick too.
Yeah. Like something out of a Quentin Tarantino movie, kind of.
Hey. Wow, that is Spoken Word and J. Crumb. The song is called Wrestle right here. Speak Live Radio, live music and video review. Make sure you check out our sponsor, Revive Collective Apparel. You can get 15% off with the code SpeakLifeFam15. Visit them at revivecollectiveapparel.com or on Instagram at Revive Collective Apparel. Big shout out to them for sponsoring the show tonight. All right, man. Extremely dope, man. Extremely dope.
Mm-hmm.
My one beef, I'm going to get into it right away because I've been involved in Christian hip hop forever.
Just say it.
That was very Odd Thomas for spoken word.
You think so?
He sounded exactly like Odd Thomas. I mean, the whole cadence, his like, yes, very Odd Thomas with what he did. I'm not sure if you're familiar with
yeah.
new version of Odd Thomas, the Humble Beast version.
I've heard Humble Beast, Odd Thomas, and I've heard before Humble
So he
Beast.
does all the spoken words. So it sounded very much like that.
Okay.
But putting that to the side, which is fine that you sound like that because,
we lost
who cares? Oh, man, we lost the feed. Here, I'll put that back up. I know we're still live on YouTube because Facebook is whack. So I'm going to go back live on Facebook. Here we go.
Yeah, I want to wait to get my man.
You saving all the.
So if you're watching on YouTube, we're just trying to reconnect to Facebook, and I know a lot of people will jump onto YouTube from Facebook. So are we back?
I'll reshare.
Dead air. There we are. We're back. All right. Let me reshare it.
Man,
that was raw.
Cool. My bad. If you guys watching on YouTube, we're just resharing right now. All right.
I want to know who did the production on that track, man.
Yeah.
That beat went.
All right, he's back. So there we go. The devil is a liar. So yeah, I mean, what I was getting at, it sounded a lot like Odd Thomas, but I got over that right away because he was saying some crazy, deep stuff. So really dope, and I've never heard him before. So that it's really dope and refreshing hearing somebody like that, and he stayed on point. I like that you had lyrics going out on the video a lot. That part was super dope. Dope cadence when Jay Crumb came in. He had wrestling metaphors a lot. And I love that about that. Like if you're gonna give someone a feature and it's called wrestle, he killed it.
Killed it.
So I wanted his to be a little longer too, because what's the name? Bryce. I don't know your stage name. I forgot it because we lost. But
Conway did.
I wanted to see a little more Jay Crumb on there. Jay Crumb killed it though. But it was dope, man. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna give it a 4.8 because it's right there. Avery's was a little more creative, so I think you could have done some more in the video. But it was really dope, man. Like the whole song. I want to go back and listen to that again.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to really hear everything they're saying because that's something that would play over and over again. That's one of those songs I would just keep playing like 5 or 6 times in a row. So 4.8 right there.
Nice.
So look, this type of track is my vein. Like some people call it backpack music. Some people call it like underground music, cypher music, whatever. Like this is my vein. This is the type of music that's my hip hop. That's what I like.
Most def.
And like the idea of it being spoken word, like I put it together. His name's Spoken Worth. Like he's doing like a spoken over a beat, but like he was able to find his lane in it, and it worked. It was dope. I didn't hear Odd Thomas, but I get it, like because the style is kind of the same. Jay Crumb, like there was a part. Did you notice it on when he was rapping on his part? The way they had the camera lit, whenever he would move, the circle light, it looked in the reflection. It was like his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that was added in, or like they made it like that? Because
sometimes that's unavoidable.
But it looked like his eyes, like he had contacts in.
Yeah.
That was fresh to me. Like if you guys plan that, like that is the best hat trick I've seen all night. Super dope. And I mean, I do want to give it. I want to give it a 4.9. Like just because
he said his wife filmed it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Well, talented.
That is just. It's amazing.
What
man.
did they shoot it on? Can you give us that? What was the camera?
What kind of camera do you shoot on? What kind of lens? Super dope, man.
That was dope. That was really cool.
All right. You gave it a 4.9?
I gave it a 4.9.
All right, Joey.
Okay. So I really liked that video. I thought it was dope. I thought that the second guy that came in, it was sick how they had it on his grill and he was just kind of moving to it. One qualm that I had with it, the way they lit the dude, the feature guy,
Jay Crumb.
It was terrible. Like him in like an apartment, and it was so dark. Like, if you're gonna light an African American, you need to know how to light them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just have them in the corner.
Yeah.
You're just going to see teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my one qualm. Light him better.
I think maybe they were going for that, though. Like, they were trying to use that darkness as, like, that's what, again, with the light.
Mm-hmm. Joey's African. So he can say these things.
Yeah.
He's Egyptian.
4%
He's Egyptian.
Nigerian and Senegalese.
And Moroccan.
And Egyptian and Moroccan. Come on. Really.
Panasonic G7. All right. That makes sense.
We're in strange times.
G7.
We're in strange times. We got to put that out there.
Yeah. I would say.
He can say that.
That's true. But it is very true. You got to know how to light dark skin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
4K Luminex Panasonic G7.
Yeah. The G7s ain't like, it's not too shabby.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they were going for that, they could have probably done it a little bit better. Because I just felt like he was
There's
in
still
a dark
a way to
room.
light darkness.
Yeah, and he was in the guy was in a dark room, and they lit him well, and they covered him well, and they did cool like things for him. I felt like they had the grill, and then in the corner of like an apartment, and I don't know. I felt like they kind of cheated him a little bit on his glory shots. That's what I'll say to that. For that, I thought it was really good. He had a good solid. I mean, the beat was great, very cinematic. Again, it felt like something was on a Quentin Tarantino movie. Made me feel. Man, I'm just a little bit mad about that. The way they lit that dude.
Jake Crumb filmed his own verse.
That's
so
why
they're recording in separate places and everything.
The first part of how he did the grill, that was great, but yeah, he didn't know how to get that.
He didn't film himself.
The wide. I'm gonna give it a 4.3.
And another thing I'm gonna touch on real quick before we get to Jarrod is the fact that people try to get so complex in videos, and we talk about this all the time. If you don't have a lot to go off of, if you don't have a lot of scenes to do, this was a very simple video that they were very creative with.
Yep.
It made it look super dope in just a dark area with good lighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and do more of that. If you don't have a lot to do, if you don't want to go outside, if you don't have a lot to travel with, and all you have is yourself and a camera, do something creative with it. And I think they did an amazing job of doing that. Simple sometimes is way better.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Some people try to get way too complex. So, Jarrod.
I mean, again, I think you saved a lot of the. I'm not gonna say it that way. Another dope. I was gonna say you saved the best for last. That's not fair to everybody. Because everybody did good, and I know they put effort in, and that should count. Really good. So okay, my forte is not spoken word. So the only thing from that angle. So I'm speaking from a relatively I don't know, right? It was super sick. The message, what he said, one of the bars was like, we got comfortable in our own weakness, or something like that. I mean, golly, if that's not a Christian struggle,
it's like, why I'd rather be high than lowly.
Right.
Like,
he's killing it. Yeah. No, he's killing it. The only thing sonically, so this is just from how I'm hearing it. But again, it's spoken word. So you got to speak from the spoken word realm. You can't say this if it was just a rapper. It kind of threw me off a little bit that it was the spoken word and he was completely off beat. So at some points he was on beat, but I know it's spoken word. So again, for whatever that's worth, still super sick, came out super dope. Again, Joey said it reminded me the vibe was, and if that's his wife doing that, man, you guys salute. You guys will continue to do this and get better.
It's a good team.
Yeah. It gave me the Quentin Tarantino Kill Bill vibes, right? And I think to add to what you said, Joe, they definitely were going for the less is more thing, right? So I think even with his shot, I think it was in the corner of the room. I think they're trying to find the dullest, because he was just outside. His shot didn't move at all, I don't think. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do the right on the mouth shot. It kind of.
I like that. I actually like that one.
Yeah. So the idea is
in a different way. You should. Yeah.
It makes
different lighting.
So here's the
like
thing.
You said.
Yeah. Did it make you feel uncomfortable?
A little bit.
That was the point, and that's what made
that was cool.
That's
I
what makes
that was
it
a cool
dope.
shot.
But it was
just
a great shot
wide.
because the grill on the bottom was dope. It was really dope.
And
it
was trying to do that,
too.
and that's cool because it did. But other than that, again, it's just for what it's worth. It was still super dope. Visual, audio, message, obviously is something a lot of times what I listen to. Man, 4 point. I can't go lower than Avery, man. 4.75.
Okay.
You're breaking it down to milligrams.
I know 4.7.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. I get Avery at 4.8. So I just think it's right under Avery's.
A little bit under.
Okay.
Right under Avery's. It was really good. Good job, guys.
Well, Avery's video is what really.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
That's what set it.
So listen, we are giving away money to the best 2 or 3 songs because we just got more money donated.
Yeah, I saw that. You saw that?
Snap.
Yeah.
We just got more money donated.
It's a good show.
So we got a lot of money, but
got good viewers.
Yeah. We do. One good viewer keeps donating. Twice.
So Bryce is spoken word?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
We have one more song to play because I think he's in the comments. If we haven't played your song and you're in the comments, let us know now, because if not, this is going to be the last song. So let us know if you're in the comments. Please stay locked in to find out if you won or not. So Avery, get back in if you haven't. All right, this next and maybe last song is Rev KJ Blaine. It's called Can't Tell It All. We must have given him a bad critique last time because he said I have to redeem myself. Ooh. So I don't remember what song you sent last time, but hopefully you're going to redeem yourself with this song right here. Can't Tell It All right here, Speak Life Radio.
Sample's dope.
Yeah. Lyrical faith.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, Lyrical.
God is good.
God is always good.
Daddy, what has God done for you today?
Man, I can't tell it all. There's plenty things that I could be addressing, but first let me count them blessings. I thank them for my family, my wife, the beautiful girls of mine. Who I'm kidding, I'ma run out of time. I can't tell it all. There's plenty things that I could be addressing, but first let me count them blessings. Even with mountains in my way, he still give me strength to climb. Who I'm kidding, I'ma run out of time. I can't tell it all. God been good to me and mine, no need for stressing. Yeah. Pops used to sing a song, count your many blessings. See what the Lord has done, things that I've overcome. He treats me like his own, real talk, Russell Wilson stepson. Anything I lack, he always got my back. And when I'm weak, he give me a push, or better yet, a light pat like Tom Brady. Y'all, shucks. The devil wanna try me, but I ain't scared, so I don't bug Lucifer, you lame. Don't matter what field I'm on, my prayer life still gonna be the same. Man, the boy got game. Who showed us words? No, the one from Nazareth. You know, Christ is his name. He died for me, so I ain't gotta feel that pain. When prayers go up, blessings come down, so my war room is where you find me. Just using what I got to get what I want, word to Ronnie. But most of all, he turned my life around like Peter Paul. I'm good when I fall, who I'm kidding.
It reminds me of early Brian, bro.
There's plenty things that I could be addressing, but first let me count them blessings. I thank them for my family, my wife, the beautiful girls of mine. Who I'm kidding, I'ma run out of time. I can't tell it all. There's plenty things that I could be addressing, but first let me count them blessings. Even with mountains in my way, he still give me strength to climb. Who I'm kidding, I'ma run out of time. I can't tell it all.
Now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And my mom won't be at ease, I count blessings instead of sheep. Thankful for the many nights my mama said a prayer for me. I lose track of my path, I know your footprints in the sand for me. Ordering my steps, this world is not my home with all the envy, hate, and death. It's enough to make you cry, and that's okay, cause Jesus wept. Young prodigal son, I came back home cause that was best. He always right when things go left. Today someone ain't wake up and I did. Somebody lost a child and I still get to see my kid. The simple things in life we undervalue when we take them for granted. Faith the size of a mustard seed is what I done planted. And so now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Supply me of my every need. Oh, thank you, Lord, for blessing me. That devil lurking trying to search and destroy, but my faith in the Lord, so I count it all joy. Can't tell it all.
There's plenty things that I could be addressing, but first let me count them blessings. I thank him for my family, my wife, the beautiful girls of mine. Who I'm kidding, I'ma run out of time. I can't tell it all. There's plenty things that I could be addressing, but first let me count them blessings.
All right, that's Rev KJ Blaine with Get You Some. Wait, no, Can't Tell It All. My bad. He has his whole track list up here. Once again, follow us at Gorilla Cross on all social media. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Gorilla Cross, just the name's up there right now. So subscribe if you're listening on the app. GUERILLA Cross. If you don't know how to spell cross, I can't help you much. All right. I will start with Jarrod on that song.
Man, who's the guy? Don't try me, try Jesus. Similar. You know what I'm talking about.
Toby.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds kind of Toby Nagoye or something like that. Yeah. Sounds similar to him. I like it. Chill vibe. That's what he's going for. Lower tone. I think even Avery said it in the chat. Some mixing issues. I think the hook came in really high, and then the stack was noticeably off, and just at a different volume. Other than that, I liked it. I'd say a little slower than I would normally listen to. Like I'd probably listen to that like if I'm just on a chill vibe day type of thing. But I liked it, man. It's 3.4. 3.4.
Okay. Joey.
3.4. That's pretty solid. I liked it reminded me of early Brian, honestly, man.
Before he started screaming.
No, just like his early, like I mean, you know, just the cadence, and I like what he was talking about. He had a good message. I mean, it didn't sound too terrible, but I mean, it also didn't necessarily sound super professional, like professionally mixed. I liked his flow, liked his bars. I'm gonna give him a 3.2.
There you go. I will. Same thing. There was a lot of mixing issues, and then there was a singing part that just kind of came in. It was like really loud and just off. Good lyrics though. Like I like the lyrics, and that's the thing. Like you definitely have the messages right there. So stay on point with that. You just have to tighten things up. So get with the right engineer, get with the right producers that are going to help you tighten that up. The last verse was definitely better than the rest. So same thing, man. I'll give it a 3.0. I don't want to go too high on that, but because the mixing definitely needed a lot of work.
Oh, the mixing definitely needed work. And like run with what everybody's saying, because you got 4 people here that are saying that are talking about the mixing. Use that to make the track better. Yeah. Don't hear it as like oh man, we're trash talking it, because the track is dope. And I really I saw somebody say in the comments they really like the way like that slow delivery in the pocket is dope. But you definitely want to tighten it up, because you can be too lazy with how you're delivering, in the sense that like it sounds too slow. So ride that. And my thing like where the singing part came in on that last verse, I would have liked to have heard your lyrics in like that sing part. So like if you're rhyming a lyric where like the rhyme bar, like the end of the bar, maybe just sing a couple of parts like that, and that would have sounded like dope to me.
Like it belonged.
Yeah, it would have sounded really dope. Like, oh wow, they're switching it up, and now it's like you're just rhyming really slow, but then it's like that would have sounded dope to me. I really liked that sample, man. That sample was like I want that sample to have justice done to it. Not saying that you didn't do it, but like that sample was dope. That's what really brought me in. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Hey, real quick, shout out Josiah, because guys, he's making me feel like I'm missing stuff. He's giving you some thorough critique, guys. Take it in, stuff. And it is really, really to the T, and he's putting that time and effort into giving you guys honest feedback, man. So yeah,
for sure. We got one more. Leland Philpott is in the building, so we do got one more right now that we're gonna do. And yeah, everything's tripping.
You think they're gonna dethrone Avery and
the last one,
Spoken Worth?
Probably listen, not. And we're giving away.
Probably not.
We got a lot. Well, I'll let you know how much we're giving away.
Quan want to say the price again. He wants to say the numbers.
So it's about 74 times.
We had 60. And then we got another 50. So we have to figure out
dude,
what we're giving out, how we're giving it out.
It's getting lit tonight,
like,
guys.
Do we get 50 to the best, 40 to the second?
Yo,
and
Outback Steakhouse.
Look, I'm going to say this. If the caliber of the songs and the music and the videos that are coming out, and the amount of money that's like that people are donating to help out these artists, maybe we should take a hiatus every once in a while. Like, hey, we're done for like 2 or 3 weeks. Come back in 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll like give us your best. You know
exactly.
Oh, that's
definitely.
Kevin said that he said I'll work on the mixing. He's in the chat.
Word. All right, man.
Good man, dude.
Work on it. And if you need help working on it, I'm an engineer, so hit me up. I'm not cheap.
Come on.
I'm not cheap, but we'll make it dope.
What is playing? Okay, you got too many things playing, and we got more money too.
Let's go.
By the way.
Even more?
Yeah.
Come on.
What?
Which I think we're keeping that for tacos.
2 for 20. 2 for 20. You know what, guys? We're just gonna keep this because
we can't give it to everybody.
We can't go everywhere.
Or we'll save it for next.
You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Just gonna keep it.
All right, this next one is Leland Philpott, Flood the Streets, featuring Ty Love, the MC.
Somebody said Denny's.
Is there a video?
Denny's.
Spoken words. Like, I'm a Denny's guy.
Yep.
Blackbird Diner.
Leland Philpott, Flood the Streets. Send me a Dropbox link.
Flooding the streets of God, got on the need to buy. Homie can even lie, I'ma delete the mob. Well, like I need a check, well, like I need a job. Flood the streets of God, I'm flooding the streets of God. I'm flooding the streets of God, some can leave me alone. Spirit to lead ahead, no, don't leave me home. So I can even flex, flood the streets of God, flood the streets of God. I'm flooding the streets of
Grind every day cause I come up for nothing. Gotta get paid cause we lived on a budget. Banana clip on it was raised in the jungle. Fell asleep, shook to the sound of them busting across from a trap. We all know what they moving. Women be hustling through prostitution. We following suit and we destined for ruin. I guess that's why I've been pursuing this music. We wanna be heroes but come up as villains. Saving the youth, it's gonna take a village. Jail of the street, either way we in bondage. I hope to provide an escape through these comics. Positive music, allowing nostalgia. Pro-black influence, we gotta evolve cause if we ain't gonna do it, nobody gonna help us. The card that we play is the one that they dealt us. A symbol of hope on a mission. In fact, I'ma rewrite the future with pens and a pad. I'ma climb up the chart, I'ma get to the bag. And I gotta go hard when I rip every track. I'm a difference, in fact, I'm a hero to many. Though banging still going from zero to plenty. If you wanna hang me, it's sad if you do, but just make sure it's done with the last of a
flood the streets of God, got on the need to buy. Homie can even lie, I'ma delete the mob. Well, like I need a check, well, like I need a job. Flood the streets of God, I'm flooding the streets of God. I'm flooding the streets of God, some can leave me alone. Spirit to lead ahead, no, don't leave me home. So I can even flex, flood the streets of God, flood the streets of God. I'm flooding the streets, I'm flooding the streets. When they look at me, all that they see is the buff and the lightning eyes. But they didn't know that I came from the muck every day, had to fight and survive. All them nights that I cried, I was down bad. Just trying to find me a sound path. I'm trying to keep me my crown back, cause I can go back to the live pack. All of the smoking ain't good for my soul. I need something to help and not hurt me no more. I'm asking Jesus to open the door, cause of all of the stuff I ain't dealt with before. Alright, so where there's a place I could go, I could take all my troubles and not be alone. So many times I was tempted to give it up. How do I keep holding on? Oh Lord, it was you by my side, learning to shine with this music of mine. All of the hours I spent for the future, I found I was due at the time. And it's mine, won't even beat or grind. I already beat the odds, I can't deny that filling your head with lies. I'm flooding the streets with God, I'm flooding the streets of God. I'm flooding the streets of God.
All right, that's Leland Philpott, Flood the Streets featuring Ty Love, the MC right here. That's the last song of the night, folks, right here. Speak Life Radio live music and video review. Make sure you guys tune in to Gorilla Cross Radio with me live on Thursday on Unnamed Sports Show. We got former NBA player, Washington Wizard, Georgetown Hoya, went to college with, played with AI, and my man, Junkyard Dog, Jerome Williams. We got Jahidi White live on the line. He'll be doing a video call with us. We'll be talking to everything NBA playoffs, playing with Michael Jordan with the Wizards, and Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown's been, going off on Charlemagne the God and Matt Barnes and a lot of people. So we're going to talk to him a little bit about that right here. Thursday afternoon, 1 p.m. West Coast time, 4 p.m. on the East, right here on Gorilla Cross Radio. Download the app. It's free. Go to GorillaCross.com to get that. Leland Philpott, Joe Seif, I'll let you go.
Okay, so on the first verse, so both verses was him, yeah?
No.
No?
Yeah,
okay.
no.
So my question is for the person on the first verse, like I could audibly hear the punches. I could hear them. So my only question is, how are you gonna perform that live? Because there was like no breath control right there. Like it was just all one breath. Like I appreciate all the words inside of the verse, but like if you can't like deliver it on your own, try to work on it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the beat was like in my ear, man, like really loud. I feel like the highs were a little bit too high. And on the second verse, the guy was actually doing what I was talking about on the last song, that like maybe throwing that little sing song into the verse. That was dope. I was feeling that. That sounded dope. Those are my that was my negative critique. I'll give the track a 3.
All right. All right, Jarrod.
I liked it. Again, it's similar to the song earlier where I was shaking my shoulders, where they kind of sounded like J. Cole and K. Alico. Yeah, definitely along the newer line of sound. I think you did it well. You know, I think you what that is. I think you did it well. I think you could have been a little more. The Streets of God, I was catchy. The hook is catchy.
Yeah. Definitely.
You could maybe even layer it more. You know, I'm giving the streets of God. Like you could have maybe
do some more
Anthony said something else. Yeah, like on top of it. Yeah, or something like a stacked it, or I don't know. But other than that, the mix. Like again, I have a secondhand understanding of mixing, mastering, but definitely some like he said, I didn't. It wasn't noticeable at the start, but you could hear when you were punching in. And like he said, it can definitely become a problem if you want to perform that live. Potential wise, man, I think you got a lot of potential.
Oh, 100%.
But then again, you know, you guys got to find a way to stand out. A lot of people can do really good to fit into a certain sound. I didn't see you there fully, but man, I like the song. I really did. I give it like a 3 point. I give it 3.6. I like the song.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And it had me moving, and I feel the same way. Like there was things I didn't like about it with the mixing and stuff like that, but it had me moving. And anytime you could have me like really moving, and I'm feeling it like that, you got to be locked in on some part of it. So definitely same thing you guys had already said. Some parts with the mixing and everything like that. I did like the beat. The beat was dope. Couple EQ issues on there, but nothing that was too drastic for me. On that, I didn't really notice the highs. I would have to go back and hear that, but I like it. Same thing, man. I'll give it about a 3.4. Joey, last one.
Yeah, man.
Last one of the night.
Last one of the night, and it was pretty cool, man. It didn't stand out. It wasn't anything like, oh my goodness, like wow. But like it was. I liked. Yeah, it was catchy. I liked what he was saying. You know, I heard some sort of distortion on the EQ, like almost like it was like too bassy, too trebly, and they were trying to push him, and then it like caused like this distortion kind of thing where it was peaking possibly. That's my vibe of it, just from like listening as a viewer of like first impressions of it. His cadence is cool, his flow is cool. I like the second dude a little bit more. He was kind of like, you hit that kind of like singing kind of sort of thing, and I was like, yeah, I like this is dope. So I'm gonna give it like a 3.2.
All right.
Solid.
There you go.
Solid.
Listen, man, we have to figure this out because we got a lot of money.
So, started from the bottom.
10.
Now we here.
Man, we just going. Next time, guys. We'll do it next time.
We are going out to state.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Outback, baby.
Happy mess.
Is Sizzler still around?
So we have
Real life.
110 to give away plus another 20.
Ooh.
Wow.
But I think the 20 we're going to hang on to. I'm not sure. He didn't specify it's for tonight's show.
Shout out Henry, brother.
Just throw it in the pot.
Shout out Henry.
So we will. So that's a lot of money. So 50 to the best, 40 to the second, and 20 to the third.
That's good.
Is that how you want to do it?
3? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So top 3. All right. Do we need to play a song and then kind of convene on that, or what?
We can.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't have the names, but I remember the songs.
That's the thing. We'll talk about it. So we're gonna play a song. What song you want to play? Want to play a Kingdom Muzic song?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Pray the new one, Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Let's see.
He just did a whole cinematic.
He has a video for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the beat has gone around everywhere for a challenge, but he just wanted to do something bigger with it.
Put his imprint on it.
Well, not a camera video, because most people are doing camera stuff. But
you said Drake did this?
A lot of people. That was just a couple people that did it. I don't even remember this being a thing, but it's cool, man. He was very passionate about this, and it came out good.
All right. Okay, I found it. Oh, here we go. We'll be right back, and we're going to let you know the winner of A Lot of Money Dollar Tuesday.
A Lot of Money Dollar Tuesday.
I know how I feel when they shoot your partners up. Get the drop on your op, go load the chopper. Bend the block, stop, hop, I'm in like now what's up. Empty out the clips, do you feel like though it's not enough?
The feeling in your stomach when it's not enough. I try to talk to God, but he don't talk to us. Yeah, he talk, but you don't listen when he talking, bruh. And every time he talk, you interrupt. It ain't your problem, huh? You wonder why you stumble, wonder why you falling. Headed straight to prison, headed to a coffin. Show me who your OG, why he let you act out. If he really love you, man, he wouldn't let you crash out. Saying it's the life that you never come home. Trying to raise your baby through a letter of phone. They always screaming free the homies, man, but they don't never feed the homies. They only mislead the homies. Yeah, say they only deceive the homies. Money will show your true colors. Hey, they murder you for the right number. They even come and snatch your life from you. I said it's crazy how they leave you there. You thought you were friends, man, then why he leave you bleeding there? The human mind can be blinded when you got greed in there, especially when jealousy and envy rooted deep in there. But let you tell it, it's everyone fault but yours. So pathetic, man, you act so immature. I put the pulpit in the middle of the street. That's why I preach to those who living in the street. Cause Jesus is the truth, the light, the way, and don't forget it. If you don't really fully surrender, you gon' regret it. I met a girl who used to cut herself. She said she never really loved herself. That's why she used to want to cut herself. Everybody else leave me bleeding, why can't I do it? Listen to what you're saying, girl, think about what you're doing. Come here, hey, let me see your hand. Believe me when I say that this was never in his plans. See, I could tell that you've been crying, but don't nobody else know, man, inside you slowly dying. And everyone that said that they love you would only hurt you. And every man you ever put trust in would just desert you. And you were never created for self-affliction. Wonderfully created, it tells you with such description. Ain't nothing ugly about you, it's undisputable. You might be broken to Jesus, girl, you look beautiful. Before you were formed, he already knew you. And he never planned to hurt you, he had plans for a good future. I put the pulpit in the middle of the street. That's why I preach to those who living in the street. Jesus is the truth, the light, the way, and don't forget it. If you don't really fully surrender, you gon' regret it. Jesus is the truth, the light, the way, and don't forget it. If you don't really fully surrender, you gon' regret it. You fell in love with the streets, you fell in love with the drugs, you fell in love with the Crips, you fell in love with the Bloods, you fell in love with the money, you fell in love with the greed, you fell in love with deception, the lie the enemy feed. I fell in love with the truth, I never believed the lie. Fell in love with the promise that God would stay by my side. I fell in love with his mercy, fell in love with his grace, fell in love with salvation, I fell in love with my faith. Yes. Hey, you suffer for all the wrong reasons. You give your heart to everybody and anything but God. Shootouts, fist fights, you suffer for that gang, right? You go and you do everything for that gang, and does it love you the way you love it? In the end, you're gonna find out. Today, I'm asking you, let go, let God, surrender, man. Since you give your heart to everybody and anybody but Jesus, and everybody you give your heart to, it breaks it and breaks it and breaks it. It's a shattered heart, right? You don't know how to trust, you don't know how to love. Give your heart to Jesus. He said, I'm near the brokenhearted and those who are crushed in spirit. Watch what God does right now. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, with the anointing that breaks the yoke, all strongholds broken right now. In the streets, a pulpit in the middle of the streets right now. Deliverance in the streets, forgiveness in the streets, and the healing right now. You can have that if you want it. It says, come, drink freely. All those who are thirsty, all those who feel unworthy, all those who are exhausted, learn about the promises of God. He loves you so much. The Father has so much for you. In Jesus' name, be set free. Come on.
Dude, that's how these other people were.
Now with Avery and spoken word up in there.
A lot of fire tonight.
Saved it for the end too.
All right, we're going back.
Yo, not critiquing that one. But it was dope.
Man, be for
Brian
real,
T,
though.
Lemon
Yeah,
Pepper
man.
freestyle right
Top
here.
Yes,
on Speak Life Radio, man. Once again, man, I want to thank Jarrod for coming through, man. Definitely got to do it again, man.
Yeah.
I'm in town. I think Joey should get back up on here, too, man. He knows his thing.
I was going to say that, too.
He knows his thing.
You too, man. Come through anytime, man.
It's an honor.
Okay, so little side note, when Kingdom Muzic first started, we were running a Kingdom Muzic radio, and we were ahead of our time. We were running it through our app, and we were averaging 200 plus listeners. Me and Joey did that. So
it was running 24 hours a day.
Yeah. So he had all that. So this is a good connection. I told Joe too about you, man. Quan been doing this forever, and you in the same realm. So
I love it. It's so great. I'm glad.
But no, I appreciate it. This was fun, man. You got the setup. I'm gonna actually hit you up for something else too. So
all right, sure. Do that.
Yep.
He's not cheap,
we appreciate
that.
Yeah, I'm not cheap. We appreciate everybody for tuning in
it,
and listening and logging in, man, and sharing it. Everybody staying up late with us. It's 11 o'clock on the West, so we know what time it is. We're trying to change the time of the show. We just have other shows, so we can't do it.
Word.
But if one of these shows on Tuesdays does move like they are planning on it, then we'll be doing like a 6 or 7 o'clock show.
Ought to be so much better for me.
6 would be ideal, depending on what happens. But get in earlier so all of our East Coast friends, which we do have a lot, can tune in without being super tired. So
shout out to chat, man.
Listen, man, we have a lot of money to give away. A lot of money. So shout out, real talk, man. Shout out to everybody that donated. Pastor Danny Hand, if you guys are in Vegas, you want to check out a church, Gateway City Church. That's where I go.
Hey, that's the name. That's the
I know
name.
the name like the back of my hand.
Exactly.
They just
He
changed
said
it.
I haven't been there in 10 years. I go on Tuesday. See, I have a problem. I can make it on Tuesday morning at 6. For some reason, Sunday at 10 is harder.
I was like, what goes on at Tuesday at 6?
Especially during the NBA playoffs.
Yeah. It's rough during those times.
6 a.m.
What do they do? What is going on
Prayer.
Tuesday?
Discipleship.
Oh, okay. Discipleship.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Like
said
a men's
good.
breakfast.
Longest bubble bath ever.
You're all pruned up.
Oh man, he's clowning
You're all
now.
pruned up.
Man.
But yeah, definitely check that out. And I was there last Tuesday, Petey, and you were not there. So
Yo.
where were you at?
Did he donate though?
A lot.
Redeem them.
A lot.
Dang, he made it back.
You made
Redeem.
He made it back.
And he's a giver, man. So I definitely appreciate my pastor for being like that. Not just tonight, but just in general with people all the time.
Sidebar, people don't know. Danny Hand, a disciple at 7.
Yeah, a lot.
I didn't know that.
Changed the dude's life.
Oh yeah,
a lot for real. Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at?
We're gonna give number 3.
All right.
First.
Dope.
The third place winner for $20.
Yo.
$20. Listen, man, you didn't have to be great tonight to win money. You could be really good and win money.
You had to be amazing.
You had to be pretty dope. You had to be really dope to win.
It was a hard night tonight.
It was
competitive.
tough. Yeah.
Competitive.
But
it was, and sometimes we don't have enough good ones. And I would have kept all the money. Listen, if there wasn't enough to give that money to, I wouldn't have given it. We would have waited. But Joe Sipe, what's up?
I was gonna say like okay.
Oh, go ahead. No, whatever you.
I was gonna say, but like even our number 3s, like we were like our number 3s are dope. Yeah. So we have,
and he said number 3.
That's plurals.
Yeah.
That's plural.
He
so
just dropped something right there.
We have 2.
Spoiler alert.
We have a tie for the number 3 spot. With the track titled "Send Help" and the track titled "Winning." So
does that mean we're giving $10 each or $20 each?
I thought we were giving
$20
each.
$20 each.
20.
Yeah,
number
generous.
3.
That track, Drew "Send Help" was dope, and Keisha obviously she's super dope.
Salute Keisha because she held her own the whole time.
Keisha with I think it's winner or winning.
And Drew with "Send Help."
Send Help.
Yeah.
Wow. So you each get $20. Hit me up. Let me know your Cash App.
Was that garbage real?
Was the garbage real?
We want to know it.
Grease rolling out. Look,
it looked real.
Yeah.
And then you threw it behind you, and it was on beat, and it landed in the garbage. Boot. That was awesome,
That's
bro.
Hook
that was
came
sick,
in.
cinematic.
That's dope. All right, now number 2 and 1. Well, number 2 gets $40.
40.
Number 2 gets $40, and number 1 gets the grand prize of $50. We're giving away a lot of money today. Listen, with the money you get, use it wisely.
Use 10% to tithe.
Use it wisely.
Yeah.
Bless someone else with it if you want to do that. You know, if you don't need it or don't, you know. Yeah. But listen, man, it's a blessing. We have people donating. You know, it's awesome.
Super
dope. So, are we doing number 1 or number 2?
We'll do number 2.
Okay, number 2.
So, you want me to do it? All right.
Yeah. A little more exciting. You weren't too excited on number 3.
No, okay, so I'm really it was tough. Like
hesitate a
it was
little
tough
bit.
for the number 2 spot. I really like this track. We all agreed that the visuals were dope, especially with the minimal amount that was in the video.
Creative.
So the number 2 spot is going for the track called "Wrestle" with J. Crumb and Spoken Worth. That's our number 2 winners.
Number 2,
All right.
$40.
Yes.
$40.
Oh.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow like we really gave up that much money.
That's a blessing.
And now I feel bad because I feel like maybe I'm not being as hyped as I should be. So I want someone else to announce the first place winner, because this is just how I talk.
No, you did great.
Jarrod, you get to announce number one.
Yeah, buddy. Don't get the name wrong.
Number
For $50.
$50 we have from your own hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada.
The desert.
Avery Harden.
Get 'em, boys.
Like
Avery Harden with Like Yay. Super creative video, man. Definitely proud of everybody. And thank you all that submitted, even if you didn't win anything, because you're here to grow, you know? And we want to help you grow. That's what we're here for. If you have any questions, DM Joe Seif. Don't DM me.
He's expensive.
I'll start cussing at you, dude.
But listen, follow us all individually on social media. Our social media handles are up there right now. What does your social media handle mean, Jarrod?
At league_legend_DL. There's a high school handle. Forgive me for that. But yeah, you can reach me on Instagram. Jarrod, you see the flyer handle. Yeah. Oh, it's on the screen. There you go. Boom.
It's on the screen.
What does it mean though, for real? What does League Legend mean?
We had a Deca League.
Oh, yeah, Deca League.
We had a group of people. We had, our homies.
That's hilarious.
One of his guys punched me in the face in PE.
Dang, we're going back.
Zach.
Did you forgive them?
Wow, he's calling people's names out.
Zachary Grissom, the fourth.
Dude. No, what? No, for real. End it with a quick thing. I'm walking down the street, and he sees me, and this is 2 years later, and he walks across the street. He doesn't. He doesn't want to even confront. I wasn't gonna do nothing. I wasn't even gonna do nothing.
Because you had Jesus in you. That's it. That's
you gave him that evil eye.
That was it. That was all you could do.
For real, dude. He came out of nowhere and punched me in the face during soccer.
Ghetto boys.
Where you on Joey? Where are you on social media?
Jay Sharafi on Instagram, or hit me up on YouTube, or
spell that out for them one more time.
Jay Sharafi, so CHARAFI. YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn if you need to.
Remember that name. Joey is legitimately the #1 person I know in small to medium film production.
Yeah, short films.
He has won an award legitimately. So yeah. Do you do music videos at all?
Yeah, I do. Mostly though, it's cinematic narratives. Dope. More shorts and stuff like that. I'm trying to do feature film stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm writing stuff and it's coming down the pipe. And I got an awesome short film coming up soon. We're doing the casting for.
Dope,
really
man.
Exciting stuff.
Man.
I want to know more.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would love to tell you.
Well, listen, man. Thank you everyone for tuning in and listening tonight on the show. Follow me at Quan59 on all social media. Follow at Joe Seif. And subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us at Gorilla Cross on all social media. And watch me this Thursday on Unnamed Sports Show, man. We are out. We appreciate you guys. Peace.
Awesome.